articles on
Oh god,
porn.
Jesus.
Okay, so
Or I'm
Val's
going to be
fired.
very disappointed.
Bitch, I can't do that much detail. I die.
No.
Hey, they did it in fucking Super Mario World.
Yeah, but I'm not a 3D artist. I'm a 2D artist. There's a difference.
Then get a real fine fucking stroke size.
Ooh. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun. I barely do detail on my hair, man. I'm lazy as shit.
Y'all ready to be level 3?
Oh my god, that's right,
Hell
we're level 3.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Everybody prep for that?
I think I did.
I believe I am, yeah.
Let me double check my sheet.
I might have forgotten to get I don't think I have an extra spell slot. I just have... Or no, I have an extra spell slot. I don't have any extra spells to cast. Like a spell...
Yeah. I got an extra spell slot and an extra feature, so like it took me all of 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I leveled up.
I got a few extra spells. No more features.
The cleric is going to be the one with the problem.
Actually, I think I might have forgotten. No, I think.
Yeah, we hit level 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna wash my hands and I'll be good to go.
Sweet.
Good boy.
Essential.
Very essential. We don't want your gunk in here.
Give me another fucking.
All right, I already started with the worm bait racism code.
In character
You know
already.
it's because we love worm
Oh my
bait, right?
god, I have to get back into character. Shit, I forgot. I was
Yeah, you can't be Stella anymore.
I can't be super bitch anymore.
I mean, you could. It
Yeah,
would just be very confusing.
There's only room for one Valley girl in each party.
Oh god. Kill me now.
Right, my divinities. I don't have my divinities listed. That's what I need to get. I get one channel divinity at level 3, I think, right? Presence.
Ooh, Cafe Rio has free delivery on DoorDash.
Use your channel divinity. Okay. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna have to look at channel divinity here.
By the way, Taylor, did you get my
Yes.
images I sent you? Yeah, cool.
I did indeed.
Oh, Taylor, did I need to change anything on my background? Or is it all good?
It's all good.
Okay, cool.
Shit, it doesn't really say. I guess I only get one?
Alright, I am back.
I only ever get one?
Welcome back.
What's up, Stinky?
Each channel divine divinity.
30.
Use your channel divinity. You must finish a short or long rest to use your channel divinity again. It doesn't say. Yeah, it doesn't say any kind of modifier or anything.
Weird.
So, Taylor, regarding the Eldritch Turret, could you give me 2 character sheets? Go to the cog wheel to access the settings, and in the rightmost column at the top, it should say convert to NPC, and that'll just change the stat block to a creature stat block for me, which will be a lot easier to edit than a whole character sheet for just an Eldritch Turret.
Okay.
Is that a feature for a class?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have a little robot now.
Instead of Eldritch Blast, it's Eldritch Turret.
Mm-hmm. Significantly less damage than Eldritch Blast.
What a
I just heard Eldritch Turd.
Turd?
Yes.
That's what
That's
warlocks do
exactly what we were
after a night
talking
after a night of Mexican. They take Eldritch turds.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ. That's who you need.
The hero we didn't know we needed.
Nor really
Nor
wanted.
yeah.
Yeah, that should be a class in and of itself. Or like a spell.
It'd be what it do with a light.
What?
You heard the man.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Do it.
Same.
Do what it do, what it do. Hey, so does anybody here play Animal Crossing?
Nope.
Don't you fucking dare.
No.
I play Doom. It's pretty much the same thing.
I feel like I'm the only person playing Animal Crossing that doesn't commit eugenics against my villagers for being ugly.
Yeah, probably. Everyone else
Oh,
does.
I'll get there just whenever I get a Switch. So.
Oh, motherfucker.
I'm not surprised.
My version of Animal Crossing is a game called Kenshi.
I gotta cancel the session. I can't miss the shooting stars tonight.
Oh
That's
shit.
unfortunate.
Just time travel backwards once you're done.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? You're right. I could do that.
Unless you have turnips, then they'll expire.
Nah. No, I think if you drop them in your house, they're fine.
Oh my god,
really?
can we play D&D, please?
And no.
Yeah, we don't want these turnips to expire.
Fucking Animal
Look,
Crossing
it's
5e
turned-
edition.
Everybody,
This is turned into an Animal Crossing game.
everybody check under your chairs. I got you Animal Crossing and a Switch.
It's like roll initiative for turnips.
Bruh.
Oh shit, what does my friend want?
Dude, why not? Like, that'd be an interesting game. It's like, oh, you've got this little village. Now don't let them starve. Make trees. You're being invaded by the Fire Nation. Oh no.
Oh, wait a minute.
And now turnip.
That's a completely different universe. I don't think that works here.
Let us
Damn.
turn up the beat.
Oh no.
You need
Okay.
to shut up.
Now we have a
Whoa.
cancel.
Sadly,
I'm sorry, that was very aggressive.
Ari will not be able to join us anymore.
Oh.
It's really, really sad, but you know, it's a fucking thing that happens. So we'll get over it.
Yeah, you will eventually.
I'm not getting over it. I'm so heartbroken. Just, Ari. My one true friend out of all of these weirdos. No, wait, that's Corin. Never mind.
Never mind, get out.
Life goes on.
Exactly.
My heart will go on.
Okay, so today you guys will be fighting All Might.
Oh shit. Can we surrender?
No.
Oh shit.
Will you get a long rest first?
No.
On
Also
HP?
no.
No.
Okay,
Sorry.
fair enough. Wait, when you have 1 HP and level up, do you like heal or something? The number of hit points leveled up, or do you stay at 1 hit point?
No, you stay at 1 hit point.
Okay, that makes more
This-
sense.
This isn't an MMO.
So, Gao, go ahead and put your the stats and all that stuff in there.
Can you duplicate it and then just set the small token to one and the tiny token to another one? Because the size does actually matter
Yeah.
Oh god.
in terms of stats.
Oh, you guys gotta remind me that I can't breathe in water.
Why do we need to remind you of that?
Because apparently I keep trying to breathe water when I take a sip of my water. Try to breathe it in. It's like I want it in me.
For a second, I thought you were talking about your character.
Oh no.
So one is small and one is tiny, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Ugh.
Okay, so warm-up
Sorry.
questions.
Oh
Can
yeah.
I have something important just before that.
Okay.
So an Eldritch turret it has a ranged spell attack that uses my bonuses
Mm-hmm.
as Guile. Would you let Spell Sniper work that?
Say no. He's already like headshotting fools left and right.
Yeah, I don't know.
You can just say no if you don't want to.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to alter the decision. I was just kidding.
No, I mean I'm not really sure. But you should have both of them.
Wait, sorry, I blanked out. What was the decision? What was it about?
Awesome, thank you. Welcome to the stream, dude.
Something about spell sniper.
Yeah, he wants to use spell sniper first.
Spell sniper would work on my turrets.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we didn't even get a rest in before the end of last session.
I was trying to talk and realized I had muted myself that whole time.
GG.
So, yep.
Well, that's how my
I was just talking and sitting here like, why is it ignoring? Oh.
Oops, sorry. I did not mean to do that.
What?
I was gonna say, I mean, hey, dude, 2d8, even if it's flat, that's pretty good, though.
Let me know whenever you finish getting these sheets set up so I can set your tokens for them.
Yep, cool. You should just be able to do that regardless, even while I'm setting it up.
Right.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're right.
So warm-up questions then now, right? Or are we still waiting for Guile?
No, I'm G.
I do
shed my piece.
What I actually need is just let me know when you put the HP in there, because I can't have it connected to the sheet. I have to set it and then remove it. That's the issue with the duplication of the hit points with the aberrations from the first session.
Okay.
Current hit points 8. Wah wah.
Hey, I have at least. Oh, I don't actually have twice that. Hang on.
It's hilarious because my turret legitimately has more health than Elmira.
Really? I have 14 max. What does your turret have?
50.
No, really. Alright, I'm hiding behind your turret.
Lapse and Barbarian.
Okay, legit though. I think I'm probably gonna end up taking like tough at some point.
Or
yeah.
you could just try really hard to position well.
That too, but also I'd like to not be so squishy. I'd like to be able to take a hit or two instead of be like, oh, I've been injured. I'm going down. Goodbye, guys.
As long as he's not throwing fireballs at us, we'll be fine.
Or
don't give him ideas. What have you done?
There's nothing I can do about any spell thrown at us right now. Just give me some time.
Yeah, so I need everybody to roll dex checks.
Oh god.
Cool. Just checks. Oh no, okay.
Saves, sorry.
Oh, dexterity saves?
Yeah, I need you to roll 5 of them, please.
Oh, not. Oh.
Wait, what?
Okay, so the guard, the king really just doesn't like us. Awesome.
Hey, I thought that we're going to be doing a recap.
Yeah, what happened to our recap and our questions?
We're all just dying, guys.
My favorite pastime is telling you guys to do something ridiculous, then walking away, just hearing your muted confusion.
Just like, how do we interpret these random dice rolls? Why are they random dice rolls? They're not.
Okay, so warm-up questions, starting at the top. You all have backstory. If your character could go back in time and change one thing about their life, what would it be?
Oh, you can't do that.
Oh
that's
you
so
can't.
spoilery,
You can't do that, man.
Right,
Wrong one. We can't do that.
I would come up with a new backstory is what I would do if I could go back in time.
Does your character value their own best interest more than the party?
That's a damn good question.
Well,
but also...
So, Ari, go ahead.
Yeah. Tell us what you think of us.
You want a different one? I'll do it.
No, I could answer that one, honestly,
maybe,
but...
Actually, I don't know. I feel like it's too early at this point in the game. I mean, I could do that one if... I don't know.
You can just say you don't like us. It's okay.
Yeah.
We know Elmira
Okay,
does all the time.
I got a better one. This one won't ruin anything. What is your character's opinion on killing people?
Oh, okay.
Oh, we know Elmira's opinion.
Yes, we do know Elmira's opinion.
I'll shank a bitch just to get out of
for like session 30
getting
to 40.
naked.
Yeah, Ari's like never had to kill anyone before. She doesn't particularly like it, but she would do it.
She already has.
If there was no other option. And sometimes if that person's being a little bitch or like threatening the rest of the party. Yeah, pretty much. She doesn't like it, but she would do it if necessary or if she really feels like it.
Is her? She's Ari. There's like 2 people in my stream, so I'm just trying to.
Okay. Well, Elmira, how she feels about killing people, she doesn't particularly see it as like good or bad. It's just kind of neutral because she feels that death comes to us all, and if she's the one that brings it, then so be it. So she's really neutral towards killing people. If it's necessary for her cause or whatever they're doing, she'll do it. If it's not necessary, but they tell her to do it anyway, she'll probably like hesitate, but then still do it anyway. She's very neutral when it comes to that.
Okay.
What's up, robot? What you got?
I mean, y'all heard me yesterday, right? Not yesterday, last week, right? When I said verbatim, "Oh boy, here I go killing again," and then proceeded to walk out of a cell and shoot someone in the face. Yeah, Guile doesn't really view killing any particular way except as a means to an end.
Yeah. So, of course, I have to be stupid and complicated. Basically, no, and then yes. Unfortunately, this is kind of a spoiler of things to come, but he doesn't want to kill, right? He'd rather things be settled. He doesn't, I mean, he's a paladin, classic, don't like violence, whatever, but he'd rather not get his hands dirty, but he also needs to make sure that people are safe and will do what it kill somebody to save a life kind of deal. Like he's looking like that right now. Like he'll do what he can to preserve life until the time comes to take action, and he will kill if necessary. And later on down the line, that'll probably change.
Alright. For Tragos, I'd say first of all, let's get one thing off the bat. He considers himself very good at killing. That being said, he wouldn't just do it for no reason. He's the person, like I've talked about before, how he considers himself always part of a group, and he always respects the leader of that group. So if the leader of that group tells him it's necessary for this person to die, he will do it, but he won't go around just like, murder a hobo. It's only out of necessity and out of the need to protect the ones he cares about.
Okay.
Come on, Wormy.
Wormmate.
I mean,
whatever. You are the squall of this group.
I don't know. He doesn't necessarily like take joy in killing people or anything, but he doesn't really care. I guess if it was someone that meant something to him or meant someone to someone else, it would matter. But the act of killing someone doesn't really affect him the same. So.
I mean, the art for Elmira and Ariana looks great. Hey, somebody likes your art. That is Skitsu. She is Elmira, so this person made the art.
Yeah, which makes nice art.
If I can add something to my answer, Tragos does not mind at all threatening to kill somebody. If, that's fair game for him.
Or
Yeah,
goes
I don't-
like, oh shit, somebody's watching. I need to
True. Yeah. Wait, I'd actually like to add something.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be the one to land a killing blow. Essentially, yeah. If I can avoid it, I won't kill people.
Okay.
I realized that.
Everybody
Elvira
kind of
will
had
do
the
it for
same.
you.
Everybody kind of had the same answer in like different, like words. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
if you're in the way, you're gonna fucking get laid out, basically.
Yeah, to be fair, like we're all in the military. We've all probably at least hurt someone, if not killed them before, or have had some effect to death, right? So it makes sense that we're all kind of in the same boat with it.
Mm-hmm.
No
Alright,
one's
so-
strictly like, I love killing people.
I just love killing. Can't get enough.
Alright, so who would like to do the recap?
Could I
Oh.
do it?
We bust out of prison.
Yeah, pretty much. But then there is more than just that. So last week on War for Arios,
Wow.
I love it.
Our 6 adventurers found themselves in a prison cell where we spent the night, tried to get some rest and tried to make plans to escape and also bust Elmira's family out, or at least see if they are sick. But then we couldn't really get much recon on that. Like, we couldn't really locate the family or see what was around us. So eventually, a treant came to see us and said that we had to eradicate all the sick in the prison, and that they tried to quarantine the healthy people and separate them from everyone else who was basically sick. And then in the morning, the treant just opened all the cells and had us just deal with everyone that was in there, which we did. And then we found the quarantine area that housed Elmira's family, one of whom ended up being sick, and there was all the healthy in the area, and there were 2 people who were sick, which we quickly killed. And then a long and very hairy battle ensued, where we barely won against the Salt Flag Abomination.
Oh yeah, it was.
And then like after that thing was killed, the plague seemed to have disappeared from everyone who was either dead or still living, which included Elmira's brother and Corin, of course, who had contracted it during the battle. And then the king came in right after the battle.
Because of course he did.
Yeah. Somehow the wall magically opened up, and he was like, "Oh, there you guys are."
Yeah.
Really? We're just like, are we in trouble for breaking someone out of jail?
I think it's more apt to say, are we in trouble for breaking the jail?
Yeah, like one of the guards is dead, so it wasn't our fault.
Hey, we didn't do that.
Fair.
Oh no, you did the thing that I always do.
Yeah, entering in a spell.
Well.
And yeah, that is where we left off.
Is it? Is it, Ari?
I think so.
I'm just being a shit.
I know, and I was just trying to
I mean,
have a tone, but no.
you missed the part where we almost got fucking killed.
Yeah. We did. We barely escaped the battle.
Fucking salt plague
Oh, I did
defiler
add
thing.
stuff in.
Fucking
Yeah.
claw have an ass.
Oh yeah, and also yeah, we only won that battle due to basically divine intervention that resulted in Wormbait doing a lot more damage than he normally would have, but almost electrocuting himself in the process. There we go. That's the part that
I think
mean,
it's
he
supposed
went
to say
Super
he almost
Saiyan.
exploded.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
He almost exploded.
That much electricity running through someone.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That
after
sounded
all
painful.
that,
So,
after all of that,
sorry,
you would have seen his arms up to his elbows were badly scarred,
Oof.
and his eyes kind of had this blue glow to him. they were cracking or anything.
Can we sound off really quick? This guy wants to know pretty much who's playing.
Oh.
So I am a Gora paladin. Gora is a homebrew race made by our DM. Basically just a gorilla. So I have like intimidation proficiency, and I sleep really heavy, so you have to like make an athletics check to wake me up. And I eat 2 times more food than normal, and then I'm just a paladin. Conquest paladin. Nice.
I am Tragos. I am a centaur barbarian, path of the ancestral guardian. I guess my thing is just protect the party.
Well, I'm a grave cleric elf of Ari Lem, who is a elven goddess of the grave and death. And I'm super racist towards pretty much every other race. That's my character. That's it. Oh, I also have a short temper.
Yeah. We Elmira and myself have known each other since our backstories, basically.
Yeah.
So we're a little familiar with each other.
Cool.
Kind of friends.
Indeed. Yeah, I am.
Oh
yeah, friends with benefits, I heard.
So, he plays a rogue elf.
I am a half-elven bard.
Oh, half-elven bard.
Just so you know. Yeah, in case they didn't really hear that, I am a half-elven bard.
And you're going
I am pretty
lore,
young and also very flamboyant. And I'm like the youngest member of a minor noble house in Balazari.
Oh yeah, I gotta show you the
family or
maps and
dicks.
stuff.
Yep, some of them at least.
Let's see. Resource. Okay, so
Hello, my name is TV103, but my friends call me God. And I am a Warforged artillerist artificer, specializing in boomsticks.
So it says bards and rogues are my favorite classes, and Pathfinder, clerics and bards in D&D.
Yeah.
Bards are pretty dope.
We're
yeah,
in
I'm playing
the
a
introduction.
college of Barbaric, by the way.
And I am playing Warren Bates. I am playing a troll, war wizard. The troll being a homebrew class that I made in my free time, and Taylor's letting me play test here. So, yeah, Zappy boy.
Basically a party full of DMs, except for like me and I think maybe Ari.
Yeah.
And I am God.
Yeah, and that's
Oh, that's.
Hi, God. Welcome to Alcoholics Anonymous.
Insert fucking Super Smash Bros. Intro theme with just the banner saying God and then the descriptor literally just a fucking God.
Yes.
God smites his way into battle.
Ash is hosting.
Okay, so starting off from where we left off, the prison walls open. There was King Caius. So after all the confusion and everything, they kind of usher you outside to to just an area off to the side while you actually see they have tents set up, a few tents set up outside in the yard. The treants are still guarding the main entrance, but you see they're ushering the people that were trapped in there to these tents, and they're carrying the bodies that were left of those that were only freshly infected to another tent. But they take you into the tent, and King Caius is there. And there's a few elven officials, some lower families, but they're kind of discussing everything that's been going on here. Sorry, give me 1 second.
Now that I derail everything asking that.
No, my shit's just being stupid right now. It's not letting me open this handout.
Isn't it in the important NPCs?
It is in there, yeah. It
Yeah.
is on Discord as well.
Oh, is it in Discord? I was looking at Discord. I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's in. It's.
Oh, important NPCs
important
right there.
NPCs.
Okay, I can just load it up from there then. It's fine. This is
It's like
this
the
is
third one
okay.
from the bottom.
Yeah.
Second one from the top.
I gotcha.
So yeah, you'd see him still in like that sort of attire. He doesn't really seem to be paying you much attention as he's talking to these elven families.
It is.
But
Oh no, go ahead.
I was gonna say they're kind of speaking in like hushed tones. If you'd like to attempt to hear what they're saying, you can give me a perception check.
I would love to hear what they're
Definitely.
saying.
I would like to try as well.
I am a
Is
nosy
anyone from,
bitch.
is anyone from House Venti there?
You do not see any of your family there now.
Kyle's not gonna make a check. He's too busy being crippled.
Yeah, true. Like my role makes very much sense for my condition right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of heaving. There's a lot of heavy breaths happening right now. I think. I might actually kind of like check on Wormbait and see if he's still chill. There was a lot of power he exerted last session.
Okay. So you're gonna be checking on him instead then.
Yeah. I think I'm
Okay.
gonna kind of
I'll join you on that.
look him over, make sure he's not like.
I'm gonna eavesdrop.
So if one of you two would like to give me a medicine check at advantage, well,
I'll give you.
actually, are either of you proficient in medicine?
No.
I'm
No,
proficient
okay,
one.
so then you
No.
wouldn't. Yeah, then you wouldn't be able to roll that with advantage. But
No.
if you like, I mean, if you both want to give me medicine checks, that's fine.
All right. Ooh,
Okay.
19.
All right. So we'll get to that in a second.
Sure.
So correct me on the pronunciation again.
Elmira.
Elmira. Okay. So Elmira, you hear them. They're just kind of going back and forth about the plague and everything that's going on, and just kind of like what the king is doing here and such. And you kind of catch that he got word that you were in prison, so he came here as the king of Aquila to demand your release. But they're confused on why the wall's open. That was not anything by any of them.
Oh.
Right.
So Tragos and Koran checking on Wormbait. You're kind of looking him over. His arms do appear to be pretty badly scarred. They're burnt darker down at the further you get to his hands from his elbow. But they don't seem to be life-threatening at all. They merely just look bad. And you believe it's safe to assume they'll, pretty much be gone within a couple of weeks.
Let me try something here, if you don't mind. Wormbait. I'm gonna rest 2 of my hands on his wrist, and I'm going to use the final 5 points of my lay on hands on his wrists and see if I can get him a little bit cleaner. So
Okay,
basically
so
a 5 hit point heal for whatever flavor you might want to put on that.
So you see the black kind of start to disappear, but the scarring is still there.
All right. Put on a hell of a show for us, bud.
Mm-hmm.
Careful with that lightning.
Just kind
So-
of stone face.
Yeah.
So after a few more moments, the group of elves they leave the tent, and you're left there with King Caius, and it's just you six and him, and he's just kind of staring at you. A look of disbelief, look of disappointment on his face. He's not saying anything. He's just looking over your group.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Mm.
I'm probably like standing but very unsteady on my feet, probably leaning on something.
Yeah, I am.
But
I
trying
am
to hide how badly hurt I am.
bloody.
same time?
I mean, with 8 hit points out of 28, I mean, you be the judge of how in trouble I am right now. Just trying to like be at attention for the king of Althua. And just being
Yeah,
like,
same here. Like I'm at 1 out of 22.
to
So.
I guess I could say like to what do we owe the honor, the pleasure, my liege. Since I didn't hear any of that I didn't overhear any of that, right? So
Yeah, Elmira was the only one.
right.
Yeah. I would probably say something like, I'll say, to what do we owe this unexpected pleasure, Your Majesty?
He sits there for a few more moments, just kind of looking at you before he goes. And a group of elves come in, and they kind of look at the three of you who are really badly hurt right now, and then walk up and they put their hands on you and kind of mutter something, and then they would heal the three of you for 10 hit points.
Yay, 10 hit points.
Guile looks at the guy that's healing him before he actually gets healed and says, "Hello, my name is Guile."
Yes. Oh, great. So
Sitting
good.
there kind of spasming every now and then.
Short circuiting.
Okay, so Elmira, the elves left, and
Okay.
you're just kind of here with King Caius now. He's looking at your group with a look of disbelief and some disappointment. And one of your party members speaks up and says, whatever they said. To what do we owe this honor, whatever.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck are you doing here? Is
Something like that.
addressing the king, saying, "What the fuck are you doing here?" So that's pretty.
Yeah.
Okay. Politely.
Yeah.
Okay.
To what do we owe the honor of your company
You
or
were
the pleasure?
also
of the king?
healed for 10 hit points.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm back at full. Yay.
Because you have 10 hit points.
I have 14. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Believe it when I see it.
After
go
they
and
leave, the
screenshot
king
it.
continues to stare at you, and it feels like an excruciatingly long time before he finally looks at both of you that spoke up. Did you both speak?
Sure,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll do like a hand over heart thing, kind of like in greeting or whatever the greeting is in Ottawa. I still don't really know what the greeting is. Just imagine like all of us awkwardly trying to make like a pose or like a thing like a salute or like we still don't know how to fucking address people.
I actually don't. I just like lean against the thing and just stare directly at him while I say that. Not being actually very polite.
So yeah, Elmira, you would have heard them, say that, and then you would be the only one that kind of because you were the only one that was trying to eavesdrop, that would know kind of why he's here. You overheard that he had caught wind that you were in prison.
So, Your Majesty, if I might be so bold, why were you trying to get us out? I mean, I know we had a mission for you and all, but surely it didn't gone, are you coming here yourself?
Well, I heard shortly after that I sent you out here that there was trouble in the city, so I wanted to come oversee that myself. But then I heard that the group that I had just sent on a journey to save the world got themselves thrown in prison for robbing a weaponsmith.
Oh, we didn't actually do that.
Yeah, that was just a big misunderstanding.
We were trying to get into the Bastille, so,
No, I know that now.
Oh, right, okay.
It cost me 200,000 platinum, but
Wow,
I know
you
that
were
now.
robbed, sir.
I like whistle under my breath.
They were going to let us out after a few days.
Yeah.
And what were you in prison for?
That was entirely my fault. My family had been thrown in there, as they were suspected of having the plague. I wished to go in and see for myself and plead for them to be released if they were healthy. And it seems that we stumbled upon the cure.
That's very true.
Pretty much.
Well, it would be useless to lie to a king.
I hope you do understand that this journey that I've sent you on is larger than you and your family. We're talking about the lives of the entire planet. I can understand your frustration, but you
all
have bigger things in front of you.
All due respect, my liege. While from your perspective, I understand that very much. Your tools, as it were, us being those tools, believe it is very important for us to have high morale and a clear head about us if we're going to be doing your work. And family is very, very important to individuals. And I don't think this is something she would like looming over her head while she's doing your work, so...
Well, to be perfectly honest...
Well, I think you cut out there.
If my family had died in there, I doubt I would have been any use to your cause, my lord.
Exactly. So while I do understand the haste of the situation, you also have to understand that you've got people willing to do your work, and people do require certain things to function properly.
Exactly. And besides, what is an extra 2 or 3 days to the fate of the world?
What about
Plus,
18 months?
well, it also does seem that he helped the entire town due to this disease seemingly have been cleared after defeating beasts.
And now, with a city that is less under less duress, perhaps they would be more likely to do something about our situation, rather than just tending to their own.
I suppose I can see things from your side, but again, this is larger than just you.
We understand that.
Definitely understand.
Majesty.
We wouldn't have gone out of our way if it wasn't imperative that we do so.
Well, according to reports, the sick all across the city are getting better, so I'm sure your family will be all right now.
Yes, of course.
Have you met with the person I sent you here to meet?
Was that the person in the bar, the tavern? I don't remember. I wish I was a good note keeper, but I'm not. And
I'm going through my notes. Hang on.
Yeah.
We were supposed to meet them.
We were supposed to go to a tavern. I know that, but I don't know if we went to the right tavern.
Clockwork Inn.
Oh, an inn. Okay.
We did not.
No. I'm afraid we
To
got.
be fair,
Oh, go ahead.
To be fair, we were nearly stopped and denied entry to the city once we arrived due to this plague. So we felt that we would have to take a different route to making our way there.
Yeah. Wasn't exactly smooth sailing around here.
exactly.
Alright. Well, your family will be fine. They'll be returned home shortly, as soon as everybody here is cleared. I suggest you get on your way.
So the Clockwork Inn? Wait, I already
The
fucking.
Clockwork Inn.
God, I'm already like stupid and forgot this stuff.
The Clockwork Inn does not sound familiar to me.
Really?
Oh.
Champion is the guard to the king and is reward given to past countries. King told us to go to the Clockwork Inn to meet up with someone.
No, Clockwork was. I've got a note here. It says Clockwork is a place in the Sterile Sands.
Yeah.
Is it the Sterile Sands?
Yeah, the
Clockwork.
clockwork, like ziggurat thing was information that we got.
Yeah, I thought
That
that
was
maybe
constantly
yeah.
evolving.
Clockwork
correct?
and Falasara
Yeah,
would not
you
be.
got that. You got that. As you heard about the Clockwork from that guy at the bar that you almost killed.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, I'm confused because this comes way before the notes about the bar.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
like
I have notes about Ariana like right after that. And
Huh.
Ariana was talking about herself on the way to the city where Guile lived.
Yeah.
That's why I'm confused.
Like, yeah, it says go to Falasari to deliver supplies to a scientist, speak to contact in Clockwork, then Karna Guard.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
that might have been something on my part. The inn is actually the Fool's Cap.
Oh,
Okay.
we did go there.
We did. We just ignored everything. Let me correct my notes. Fool's Cask or Cask?
Cask.
Cask.
It's on the map
Okay.
to Falasari.
Got it.
It's near Elrond's Armor and Shields.
Yeah.
It's between Elrond's Armor and Shields and the Bastille.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
All right. You sent us there. We went there. I don't know if we got the information you were looking for or we were supposed to get. But what we did get was a back door into this into the Bastille, which is we were currently are now, or the situation we're currently in. So I will defer to my group on what maybe we were supposed to get for you there. I don't remember. I remember he said to go there. I can't remember what he asked us to do there. So we're looking for information.
Meet up with somebody.
Meet up with somebody.
Scientist.
Yeah.
Okay.
And further our quest.
Yeah, we didn't see a scientist in there per se. Like we spoke to someone, but it wasn't a scientist.
Yeah, he didn't have a white lab coat on, so
Yeah.
how am I supposed to know?
He didn't look like a scientist.
So
Well, now that this is cleared up, we could always just go now.
Exactly.
I do need some rest.
Yeah.
You're supposed to talk to the owner, and he will point you in the direction of the scientist.
Didn't we talk to the owner?
Is
Or
he
did we
enough?
just talk to a bartender?
No, we spoke.
No,
I'm
we
pretty sure
spoke
they
to
were the
the
owner.
Yeah, we definitely spoke to the owner.
Yeah, they have plenty of time.
Did we just take the
Spoke to
wrong
them.
dialogue path or something? Like, how did we miss this?
Well, since we
Yeah.
spoke to them yesterday, we can just go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't know.
I'm
Y'all,
sure, I'm sure he'll be happy to see us.
y'all really still want to be on your feet after all that?
I'm
I prefer
fine.
not to, but I mean, I could.
My
If we
liege.
are going to an inn, we can find rest there.
Well, there is that,
Yeah,
I
so I'm-
suppose.
I'm going to rest.
Yeah, I think I will too.
All right.
That was quite the battle that we had.
So,
Well, be sure to tell me about it in the report you send me in a few weeks.
Oh, we have to write a report now.
write a
Oh, yeah,
report in
sure.
D&D. What does this
I
work?
would like to stay updated on your travels and going ons. So take this. And he pulls out a
message.
pouch. He pulls out a small pouch and places it on the table in front of him.
I'll pick it up and take a look at it.
Yeah, and if you happen to listen to any of the tunes in the region, you might hear word of our exploits in other ways.
So upon inspection, there's about 300 gold for each of you.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
300.
okay.
So that way you can afford to,
There's nothing in
house
here.
yourselves and such.
So adding 300 gold. Okay.
No, I didn't give it to you. I picked up the pet. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
He spent like 100,000 platinum or something to get in here. So.
Oh yeah, the 200,000 platinum he spent on the information to find out what was going on with you.
Wow.
So this is like pocket change for him.
A casual 2 million gold.
Yep.
Yeah, he totally got ripped off.
So on that comment, Wormbait, you would have realized there was probably a little bit more than just the information on what was currently going on with your group in that sale.
Motherfuckers trying to guilt trip us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not saying shit because I don't.
Yeah.
I don't talk to this guy. So.
Wait. Did we go to the Fool's Cask? Or sorry, I'm really distracted and I need to not be. I need to cut my
we
toes.
are going to leave now.
We're leaving. The
Okay.
king's tent.
All right. Cool. My Leisha, we'll definitely be in touch somehow. Pretty soon this one will have, give her a few levels and she'll have message and we'll be able to. Or sending, sorry, not message, sending.
Are you asking me to speak with the king?
No, I'm just kidding. That was out of character. I was just pretending.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. So I will turn with a flourish and kind of step out of his presence.
Yeah, I already left.
I will try to leave gracefully, but probably not be able to. I'll just be
Make
like,
a performance check.
Rose of the East. Performance. 22.
Okay, so you leave the tent pretty gracefully.
I just walk out.
Make a performance.
Guile.
Oh, okay. Sure.
No, I'm just playing.
Guile stands up and walks out, perfectly straight posture, just normal walking, but with every step he takes, he just goes, ow, 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 ow.
You feel pain, Guile.
Wait, Guile, did you even get hit? I can't remember who got hit.
He got.
Somebody was like completely unscathed. It was Wormbait, right? Until he got nailed or
Yeah.
or got
Wormbait
God
was untouched
smited.
except for
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah.
Guile got
for the god.
smashed with a crit that dealt like 28 damage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
those crits, man, nasty fucking things.
Mhm.
I barely stayed up.
But to answer Tragos' question,
No, I do not feel pain. I am just emulating it.
God.
Well, there are other ways to emulate it.
It does make you more relatable.
Tragos, did you heal your 10 HP?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I couldn't remember.
Yeah,
what
I
you
mean, I was knocked out. We kind of just. I don't know the mechanics of getting back up when you're knocked out.
It takes 1d4 hours.
Okay, I just put myself at 1, so plus 10. I put myself at 11.
Okay.
Wait, 1d4 hours for what?
to
When you
wake
get
up
knocked
after you knocked
unconscious. Yeah.
if you get stabilized.
And if you're stabilized and you don't get healed, you wake up in 1d4 hours.
Oh, okay. Did we healed him though, right? We got him up with.
Yeah,
Sure,
you got
yeah.
healed.
All the clerics that came and helped us out did.
I thought I gave everybody 1 point of lay on hands actually.
Yeah,
Yeah, everyone who was knocked unconscious was all at 1 hit point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
Corin,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Corin used lay on hands.
So I'd have actually used 3 to
But
heal.
wait, doesn't my leveling up count kind of like healing too?
Well, usually you level up on a
We'll take a
rest.
long rest.
Yeah, so we
We'll take a
haven't
long rest.
technically leveled up yet, but we will when we rest.
Okay.
Yeah, which I mean you're about to do.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
You're leaving. Damn, the light on my mouse is not working. It's
Uh-oh.
Give me 2 seconds to turn my lights on because it's dark as hell now.
All right, I'm gonna take a quick restroom break then.
Okay.
I'm just eating my food. I had Panda delivered, so I'm just eating Chinese. That's good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's why I stepped out earlier, is that they were here.
Yeah.
We live in such an amazing age where you can get COVID-19 express delivered to your house.
Yeah, that's fair. Considering everybody here is on lockdown, we have at the house a long time. I don't even know what day it is, man.
It's Sunday.
And now I know.
You're a liar. It's not Sunday.
It's
Tuesday.
It's Monday.
Well, yeah, in Australia it's Monday.
In future world.
59 p.m. On the 5th of April 2020.
Doi. All right.
Sunday.
Lies, it is 6 p.m.
No, it's 8 o'clock p.m.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. Just arguing about the time.
I really hate the Panda Express around here. It's pretty nasty.
Mm.
I'd like to see you try to correct me one more.
Actually.
There we go. Fine.
Oh, he knows the song.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Virgins.
So,
Okay.
Lovely,
Mm-hmm.
what happened to your arm?
Oh yeah, we should probably talk about that at some point.
Yeah, that was a lot of lightning damage that you did.
Mm-hmm.
Is that normal? Are you just going to explode at any moment? Should we be concerned?
I don't know.
That's more comforting than you might think.
For context, the last fight we had was a boss fight, and things were going very poorly. And then, as if some kind of divine channel, Wormbait turned into just like an electric conduit and did massive damage to the boss through some kind of weird situation that we don't understand yet. And he looked very hurt afterwards.
I'm not concerned or anything, Corin. I was just curious.
Well, alright. What?
Mara walks away in a huff.
Did you need to... I don't know, man. I'm sorry. I might have to talk to her or something.
Perhaps it was intervention by Azriel. He's been known to save us in the past.
Yeah. I was wondering if he'd intervene. Like, things were looking very bad for us there.
That's a
I have a
possibility.
feeling it was not him.
Do you know who it might have been? Or what?
Oh, I'll have to think on it, but I'm not sure.
Fair enough. So, where does your magic come from? Because it looks like some kind of wizard magic. I'm quite familiar with that. All my siblings are wizards. But you don't seem to be using a book or anything.
I'm just gonna kind of look down at my probably slightly a little charred up leather wraps. We don't have traditional parchment and bindings. We use the hide of the beasts around our tribe.
Oh. That's cool. May I see it someday? Not now, obviously. Kind of weird to do it now, but someday?
We'll see.
Fair enough.
From like at 50 feet ahead, Elmira turns around. Are we going to get there today?
Elmira, come on. Fine.
You know what?
All right.
I'm upset. I am filthy. I need a bath and a bed.
There are
I mean-
still several hours left in the day. Even if we walk at a slow pace, we should still make it before day's end.
I'm going as fast as I can. I mean, I'm doing my best to hide the
Yeah,
pain, but it's kind of hard.
So as far as the time goes, you guys went in. It was pretty late. You had a long rest, and then your trek through the Bastille. It only took a few minutes, but the sun was going down when you went in, and now that you're out, it's not quite in the center of the sky, but it's getting up there. So you'd assume right now it's about 8 in the morning.
Yeah, I kind of figured, but Elmira's impatient.
We still have the day in front of us.
I mean, it's been about a day in that prison and then some. I think I'm ready for some food. I don't know about you, Tragos, but I'm ready for some good old fashioned fall sorry food. I would.
Goddamn right.
I suppose.
Start thinking about
the potatoes.
Do you think we have Stagville potatoes here?
They probably do. There's Stagville's not too far away. And I will pick up pace a little bit just to shut Elmira up.
Okay. So after about after about 30 minutes, you do make it to the Fool's Cask.
Damn, it's a big city. Oh shit.
Alright, so do we remember what we're supposed to talk about? Over
Nope.
lunch, I suppose.
Supposed to find the owner talking about a scientist. That's about all I remember from. I really wish he didn't give the greatest detail, if I'm completely honest. Like,
Yeah,
maybe
I'm
a
not a
name would be
fan.
nice, like, I don't.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the way he relays information. The king seems more friendly.
He does seem to rely on his subjects quite a bit.
Yeah, which I would say in this case was entirely my fault. So I would like to apologize.
I mean, what do we just go willy-nilly trying to find the owner and saying, "Hey, let me speak to your scientist"? Like, I don't exactly know.
I think the owner would like to speak. I don't think he'd mind speaking with us again. I mean, seemed to like us pretty much last time.
Well, I mean, he got something out of us last time. I don't know if he's getting anything out of us this time.
Yeah. But, I mean, we were sent here by orders of the king.
That's very true. We do have
we
these
just
fancy
flash our badge
badges.
and be like, hey, the king sent us to find this person.
This fucking get out of jail free badge, man.
Yep, you bet.
Except last time we got out of jail, it wasn't very free.
True.
Alright. You know what? First order of business is filling my belly. So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna find either a table or a waitress or a waiter and try to have food happen.
Yeah, I agree with you. I also want some good old-fashioned grub.
Okay. So yeah, as you all head in, you see Scylla is she's putting up paper on a sort of board that they have near the door. You see her children kind of taking orders and delivering food and stuff. They're not doing a lot. It's pretty early in the morning. So
hopefully they got them Griffin omelets.
Never too early for a drink.
I'm gonna walk up to whatever bar there is. How much are your rooms?
Oh, yeah, to try to find somebody to.
So yeah, walking up to it, you see one of her half elf, halfling children he was just he's standing there. He's kind of cleaning some glasses, standing on a pile of books and stuff. And as you approach, he looks a little frightened, but he stands his ground as it's his job. He tells you that their rooms are 1 gold piece a night.
Hand him a gold piece. Just wait for my key.
He takes your gold. He bites it and makes sure it's real before sticking it in his pocket. He pulls out a key and hands it to you.
Thank you, sir.
And then he points you to the stairs at the back.
I'm just gonna nod and head to my room.
All right. And after ordering food and like leaving everybody to their own devices, can I get a little sidebar with Elmira?
Sure. So is there anything specific you're looking for as far as food goes?
Breakfast, omelets, pancakes, whatever, whatever the medieval equivalent of anything of that
Yeah, same here.
magnitude would be.
So we'll say like 4 silver pieces a piece.
A peach?
A peach.
Oh shit, they have peaches?
Peaches for 4 silver? This is a madhouse!
This is highway robbery.
So this is...
Okay, so while you're waiting on your breakfast and such, you can have that talk.
I've been actually, this is something I've actually been kind of wanting to talk to her about, but I'm may not be very good at role playing it. But Elmira, I noticed, I know full well that you haven't been too pleased with our esteemed guests from the other side of the continent here, but I mean, at some point you got to admit they have been going out of their way to help us, and I mean, guy literally turned into a lightning rod to save your family. I don't know what happened. I noticed you've been kind of iffy about it, in the past, but I feel like we got to give these guys some kind of credit to whatever hostility or anonymity you have with them. Maybe choke up on it a little bit. I don't think they mean us any harm, and maybe you could start giving them a little bit of room to breathe with the anger.
I see.
Yeah, I'm a lot like you. I mean, you know what happened. That's the reason I'm in the military now. I mean, I was ready to fight for what happened and ready to get my revenge on what happened with everything in Nala. But these two in particular seem like they're ready to take care of things the right way.
Well, I don't exactly have the same opinion, but I understand where you are coming from, Corin. I will attempt to be more amenable, but as for my personal feelings, I'm not saying that I could change that.
No, but there's scum on either side of the world, right? So maybe look a little bit beyond the tusks and the hooves and try to see who we're really traveling with.
Yes, well, I'm still going to sleep with one eye open, as you would say.
I wouldn't have it any other way. Just thought I'd try to level with you a little bit. I appreciate your time.
Of course.
And I will...
Barkeep, I would like an entire mug of brandy, please.
And one for me too, please, my girl Scylla.
Oh boy. I better eat fast so I don't be a part of this.
Silver piece?
Yeah, 2 silver pieces of peach.
The pizza.
Okay.
For the sake of them having this private conversation, I'm gonna say I'm like near the kitchen and giving like a dirty eye to every server that's going in and out, being like, "Come on, where's my food?"
Yeah, I'm
Quick question: we got our backpacks and stuff back here.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. You
yeah.
do have your stuff. Like you were cleared. So you're free to go. You do have your items.
Wait, was Guile really trying to eavesdrop on our conversation?
Yeah.
Tries to eavesdrop on every conversation.
Well, let's see. Did he succeed?
Oh man, if
I
he wrote that
suppose.
down,
I
did
mean,
he succeed?
yeah.
He's not obviously sneaking. He's not trying to be quiet about it. He's literally meandering up to you.
Oh.
That's
Well, I guess since I didn't look over there, I didn't really notice. So I guess, I mean, he succeeded on my end. I don't know if Elmira would have caught him or not.
I would say because of my feet, I probably saw him, so being stealthy, and I would have talked quieter.
Roll stealth and perception.
Oh.
I'm not gonna roll a stealth. I wasn't trying to be.
He wasn't
sneaky
trying
at
to
all.
be stealthy.
No.
Yeah.
Your perception.
Oh, my perception?
No, your stealth. Guile's perception.
My
Oh.
stealth. Oh,
Right.
So he
Oh,
can't
okay.
get me. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh! It's even better.
When
God,
you
I
win a
roll good
roll with a
knowledge all
9,
the time.
Jesus.
That's how I roll.
So sadly, Guile, you just could not pick it up. You got like the first few lines, and then they got a little bit quieter. It's a little bit too quiet for you.
Alright.
So.
Oh, would it cost me more money because I'd probably order more food?
Yeah, I'd say double because you probably ordered a full serving.
Okay.
So, worm bait.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
Yeah. As soon, I'm just gonna, quietly go up to my room, open the door with the key, turn around, lock it, and then just take whatever, like, sheets or blankets or whatever is on the bed, and kind of like stuff them under the door a little bit. And then just pretty much have a full body meltdown, freak out.
Oh, is he having a panic attack in his room?
I mean, wouldn't you?
Trying to do it quietly?
Yeah, that's why I stuffed
Yes,
the blanket sheets under the door so it's not as loud.
Make a stealth check at advantage.
Well, I mean, and obviously we're downstairs, so I don't know if we'd hear him, but somebody may.
Just for anything.
21.
Okay.
Jesus.
So, all right.
Hey, wait, that's my entire perception. 21. Can I hear it?
Not from downstairs.
Damn.
He would have started doing this before you guys even had your conversation.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess just like after a couple minutes of that, just kind of looking at his arms and just like probably just sitting on the floor at this point. Just kind of looking up and just, why did you do this to me? Just like rubbing down the scars on his arms. Just losing his shit a little bit. Just
Hold on. I need more context. Somebody in my stream just said, "Oh my god, someone's house behind me just blew up."
Wait, what?
Yeah! That sounds... Like, how? Because blew up can mean a lot of different things, but...
Okay. explosions aside.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry, just you can keep playing if you want, but that kind of got me a little bit.
So after that, after you said that, Wormbait, just kind of a rhetorical question, really. It was rhetorical, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So kind of a rhetorical question, really. You weren't really asking for any sort of response. You feel pain in the scar, and you hear a voice in your head. You need to prove yourself.
Are you sure you're not a warlock?
Before the pain kind of disappears.
Just yeah, probably going to reinduce his meltdown and just I have done everything that they have asked me to. I've done all of that and more. I've almost died for them. And I'm still treated like garbage.
And as soon as you say that, you feel the pain searing through your forearms again, stronger this time. Prove yourself worthy of the title you seek. And then it dissipates. And then after another moment, do this, or I will end you myself.
Yeah, just gonna go grab a pillow. Just do a nice, just hearty, guttural scream into it.
I want to see the troll tantrum.
I'm already drawing it.
Nice.
Ask and ye shall receive.
So with that, is there anything else?
I'm probably just gonna pass out eventually, just from working myself up.
All right. And the rest of you're gonna go get rooms and then.
I was gonna go
Actually,
home and sleep, so I'm not gonna get a room.
Yeah, I'm gonna offer to whoever's here who didn't already get a room. I was gonna offer to Wormbait, but he already left before. Like, you guys can sleep at House Venti if you want to. Like, I think the offer still stands.
I am not going anywhere near that brother of yours.
Oh, he's gone. Like, he left yesterday.
Ari, it's perfectly all right. I'll sleep at home with my family.
Oh yeah, I mean, you got a family here, so.
Splitting the party.
Yeah, party at House Venti.
Alright.
And parties are not exactly my thing.
You know,
yeah, I'm just kidding. I don't really feel like partying today or playing any music.
You know, it's a shame Wormbait went up so quick, man. This food is delicious. I'd love to share some with him.
I don't know.
Oh yeah,
I am going to stay here.
I meant to ask you guys: is all Ottoman food this delicious? Like, what's this stuff here? Not point to the syrup.
That comes from trees, syrup. Actually.
Yeah.
Not the trees that we fought earlier. Just normal trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, thankfully.
Well, technically, we didn't fight the trees. The trees just kind of escorted us into jail, which is kind of fucked up. But
or it would be tree blood, actually.
Alright, come on. Let's try not to traumatize the poor man.
Yeah, sorry. It's just too much blood in the last few hours. No, like the last, I don't know, 8 hours or so.
But no, it's a sweet secretion that is pulled from certain trees.
The way you guys are right now, picture the shawarma scene from the end.
Oh, from the end of it. Okay, yeah.
You're just sitting there in a tavern eating, covered in blood.
Just torn to shit.
And our own blood as well.
Yeah, and your own blood.
So we went on an adventure.
Pretty much. Actually, I would have probably when I got the booze, I probably would have actually asked Scylla about like our mission. Like I would have been at the bar. Yeah. Do you want to do this role playing, or should we just like skip the role playing?
Actually, before we do that, or before you actually go up there, like if I see you stand up and I'm like, all right, why don't you give us a quick twirl?
It's all I can do to keep standing right now.
Just a quick one. I promise you'll be all right.
Some other time, perhaps.
Fine.
Yeah. We're
I'll
all
just
a little bit
in that
tired.
case I'll just wave my hand and kind of press the digitator clean. I was gonna try to do it with a flourish, but
Oh, you were gonna do that. Well,
yeah,
thank you.
there you go.
Hey DM,
And
I never wrote down how much a cask of brandy weighs.
Oh God, you bought a cask?
I bought a cask earlier, like in the last
Jesus.
town.
And I'll slowly start prestidigitating people till they're looking a little bit better and more presentable.
I'd say it would be on the cart, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'll just won't put it on this. It's on the cart then.
I'm gonna try to twirl and then almost fall over onto someone else's table, knock a couple of glasses down.
Oh, it's just.
Elmira is thinking back on Corin's words and the fact we haven't seen Wormbait in a bit. Can I go and check on Wormbait?
So a cask is about 500 pounds.
Cool, it's in the cart.
If you'd like to go check up on Wormbait, that's perfectly fine.
This is a bad idea. Oh,
I feel obligated to go with you.
God damn it! Everyone has the same idea.
Really? What?
Are you still waiting for food, or are you coming with me?
I'm going to the
We've been
bartender
eating
right
for a
now.
little while, I think.
Yeah, I thought
Kyle is also going to a bartender, and he's going to find someone who's not currently in conversation and that is giving food, and says,
Hello, I require a meal. If you can manage to fashion something with the highest nutritional value whilst maintaining this flavor, I would appreciate it.
Oh my God.
So the only person you find that's working here that is not in conversation is one of the children.
Poor kid.
And he looks at you and says, What's nutrition mean?
It's a value assigned to quantify the amount of energy a meal can give you, as well as providing essential nutrients to one's body to maintain its function.
Is that Guile over there talking to that kid?
You speak funny. Do you just want eggs and biscuits?
"Hey, Guile's doing a good thing. He's teaching this kid science."
Weird science.
And he with that he just kind of like he looks at you for a second and he's just, yeah, okay, eggs and biscuit, and then he just kind of hops down and walks away.
While that's happening, I'm gonna be like, yeah, so remember we came to you yesterday looking for some information. I'm gonna lower my voice, by the way, so that people aren't like listening in too much.
Okay, make a stealth check, because there are patrons here. There are a few of them.
Oh no.
Oh
10.
boy. Well,
Okay.
damn. It's not bad.
Well, go on with your conversation.
We actually do need to find someone. We were tasked by the king to do this, and I kind of like flash her my badge. Do you think you could help us do that?
You know, you were just here yesterday. You could have said the same thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, we kind of got sidetracked from the whole plague thing. It was very unexpected, and then the whole like getting into jail, it kind of slipped our mind, even though it was very important.
Well, Tom's not here right now, so you'll have to come back tonight.
Okay, tonight around what time tonight?
I'm not sure. Sometime after sunset.
After sunset. Oh, okay, good to know. Yeah, we'll be back then.
Is there anybody standing close? Oh, sorry. Are you done or?
Oh no, I'm not.
I'm just doing a really quick stupid thing.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to Elmira real quick.
Sure, okay, no problem.
Her checking on Wormbait.
Can we say that since I went with her, can I bring some syrup?
Sure.
I need to show him the syrup stuff.
And Kyle, you would have
Watch your head on the stairs, Travis.
he would have told you it would have cost 5 copper.
Okay, I'll pay the man.
No, not you, Guile.
Oh, sorry.
Guile places a single piece of silver on. Did you say copper?
Yeah, it's 5 copper.
Just making sure. Yeah, he places a single piece of copper on the table, and since he has no value of economy,
You may keep that.
I need 5 of these.
sorry, did I say silver or copper? He puts
You said
one
a
silver
single
on
piece
the
of
table.
copper.
Sorry, I meant silver. I meant silver. My bad.
Okay, so he takes the copper piece and he goes to pull out 5. Or
Guile's
silver
already
piece.
left.
Yeah, and he goes to pull out 5. He's looking down, rummaging through the little coin pouch on the side. Before he looks back up and you're already gone. So he just anybody who's still around would have seen him just looking for a second and shrugging and just putting it in his pocket and walking away.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
All right, so Elmira.
So
Everyone's going up to see.
Well, it was just Tragos and I, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Guile was going to go up as well. That's why he ordered the food.
Oh. Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
then
well,
I'll go up
Guile,
as well because I think my conversation is very short then.
I'm staying down.
They would have already been heading up, so Guile, you would have had to catch up, and Ari, you would have to as well if you were going to go up.
Yeah,
because all this is happening at the same time, so they would have already went ahead and started heading up.
Yeah, I went up before I was ordering food. I didn't eat yet.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. That's why
time
I'm
paradox
confused.
here.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
So Tragos is coming with me, and then Gile's catching up, and Ari.
Yeah, I'm also catching up. I'm going at the same time that Guile is going.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna knock on Wormbait's door. Wormbait?
Wormbait, my friend, you gotta try the syrup stuff.
That's Tragos just like pushing her out of the way, trying to get to the door.
Right. Wormbait, can you open the door, please? I did say please, right?
I'll walk up and move all the sheets and blankets and kind of throw them back onto the bed. Oh god, do I have food? Nope. Oh boy. Yeah. Alright, I'll answer and yes.
Came up to make sure that your arms weren't hurting, and we have breakfast.
I'll just hand him syrup. Come on. I've been told my whole life that Othwan food is super pretentious. I think we've been lied to. You need to try this.
It's not even on anything. It's just a fucking cup of syrup.
He just handed you a wooden bottle of syrup.
Tragos, that's not how you eat that.
Suit yourself.
Just like picture the scene from Beauty and the Beast where Beast is just like pouring bowls of shit in his mouth.
Just okay. I'll be fine.
Good to know. I also wanted to and are Ari and Guile up here at this point, or do we have like a minute?
You have a few minutes before they.
Okay. I wanted to thank you for providing information to get us into the Bastille and putting your life at risk with some strange attack, I think. I just wanted to make sure you knew that I don't have anything personal against you. I just don't trust you. But I appreciate your efforts.
I'm just gonna kind of nod.
We're gonna warm the hearts on these two. I swear to God, we're gonna do it.
Well, we ordered you breakfast. Come down when you're ready. And I'm gonna turn and leave.
I'm just gonna look at the syrup and then hand it back to Tragos.
Did you try it at all?
It's a bit of an upset stomach. I'll have some later.
Maybe you're like her. Maybe you prefer it with other things. I understand.
God damn it.
So, Guile and Arya, you would have passed by Elmira as she's coming back down the stairs.
Hello.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm super like flustered and just gonna go back to my seat and wait for my food.
When Guile says hello, he doesn't even look at her. He just keeps walking past anyway.
Coron is.
Oh my god.
I just like kind of turn and see her walking down, and then I just like, okay, go back up.
Yep.
I'm sitting at the table
like,
where
oh.
her food should be at shortly, so I'm still just kicking back.
Yeah, cool. We're just gonna chill there then.
Yeah. Sometimes chilling is the best way to pass the time.
So it's pretty easy for you guys to get to Wormbait's room. Tragos is still standing there conversating with him about syrup as you approach.
I believe the word is conversing?
Conversating.
Conversating is the word
It's
too.
conversating.
Is it really?
Yeah,
Wow.
Variations.
Why?
because
Because
English.
English.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Alright.
probably not a term that's used in America as much.
Yeah.
Probably somewhere else, but as a consumer of media from all walks of life,
Mm-hmm.
I confuse myself quite a bit.
Right.
At least you don't use the wrong word like I do.
Why did it say peach? Like,
Okay,
3
that's fair.
silver peaches, please.
Pass the peaches.
I just kept it going to play it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it on purpose.
The bartender was just missing a lot of teeth, so he couldn't pronounce it.
It's like,
properly.
what? This world uses peaches as currency. Didn't you know that?
Yeah, come on. That was in the world guide document.
God damn it, not to read it again.
Yeah, like we were just given 300 gold peaches.
Damn, we're rich.
Yeah, you have a giant sack of 300.
Oh, God.
All right, so yeah, you guys get to Wormbait's room. So Wormbait, as you're kind of you gave the syrup back, and Tragos, is still talking about the syrup. You do see Ari and Guile approach.
Oh, Jesus.
Guile has a platter of food in his hands, and by food, it's what the kid said: eggs and biscuits.
Yeah, it was let me see exactly. It was boiled eggs and oat biscuits.
Boiled eggs.
With a tankard of Perry.
Of what?
Perry.
Perry?
I don't know. I think it might be a
Puree.
Oh.
It's Perry.
Perry. Perry, yeah.
It is
Okay.
it's made from fermented pear. It's a
Yep.
side.
Ah.
Fancy.
Yeah, I'll just be like, Wormbait, we brought you some food. Are you all right?
Guile
Yeah,
then
so
looks
you'll
up
be
at
free.
Wormbait and says,
I brought you food. She tagged along.
Well, we're both here, so.
Thank you. I'll be fine.
You do not look fine. You need to eat something. You expended a lot of energy today.
Yeah, that's right.
That and I require a favor, and favors are usually exchanged for gifts.
Oh, that's why you came up here?
Still wait for your reason.
All right. Sure. What do I need to do?
Guile walks into the room the second you say "all right,"
Mhm.
places the platter down on a table, and then pulls out this little pile of scrap metal.
It will take some time, but I need your assistance in turning this pile of scrap into a construct. And for that, I do need power, and you have an affinity for lightning.
Oh no.
Oh, Guile.
Oh God, dude, give him a minute, bro.
But like also keeping an eye on it. It's like
Okay, is that a today thing or?
It would be best.
Kyle, maybe
alright.
maybe not just yet. Maybe
It's fine. It's fine. Okay. Like not in here, right? I don't want to.
Do not worry, it will not explode.
You don't know
I think.
that.
Okay. Sure. All right. Wait, we haven't taken a long rest yet, have we?
Yeah,
Nope.
this would be a part of that long rest, pretty much.
Just. You know what, Guile? I'm a bit spent for the day. I need to take a nap, and then I can help you out.
yeah, Kyle, maybe a little bit later. We have to come back here anyways to get the information because I talked to the bartender, but she won't be giving us the information yet because the owner's not in. So yeah, maybe later tonight if you really need that today.
Understood. I will be back later.
Elmira, are you going to be sleeping at House Venti tonight?
No, I was planning on sleeping at home.
Oh, sometimes I
I
forget.
haven't seen my family in a bit, so I'd like to at least spend the night there. Plus, I don't really feel welcome in her house. It's a bit too large for me. I prefer close quarters.
Like a gentle hug.
More like a suffocating, constriction.
Right.
You've seen my family's house.
You're
We
a-
don't exactly fit.
You're a
but
goth chick, I forgot.
It's totally.
Alright, well, give everybody my best. I think I could use some space to sprawl out, and I don't want to, do my classic snore and wake everybody up thing. Alright. I think back to, sorry, I don't know. Go ahead and reply if you want. I just noticed that Ari's trying to do some.
Oh, I was just going to, at the end of that, just start eating food and then just awkwardly look up and just say, I thanked Wormbait for his service.
Oh, there you go. I'm sure he enjoyed it.
I don't think he liked it.
Oh, we'll get through to him. If it's the last thing I do, I'm gonna make that boy smile.
You know what? That sounds slightly terrifying. Maybe not do that.
Just wait.
Oh dear.
Alright. So yeah. Back to you in the studio, Ari.
Yes, but I just it's that Roll20, in case we wanted to RP, so we could have several things going on at once if possible, if they're pretty minor exchanges.
Yeah.
Just
yeah, actually, DM, I did want to go and purchase a new sword.
Okay.
Because I have been using a short sword that my brother gave me. I realized that I need a bigger sword, so I'm gonna go buy a bigger sword.
Yeah, I might take a visit to Elrond's Armor and Shields today at some point, but I mean, obviously we're chilling, so for now.
Yeah, just whenever we can, we'd like to go and get armed.
Okay. Sure. If you want to do that on the way to your home, that's perfectly fine.
All right. I'm assuming that at some point we would be meeting back up at the inn that night, right?
Yeah, it'd probably be after
Okay.
you all have a long rest.
Yeah, I'd be
Okay.
like, yeah, I guess like I would have just left Warmbait's room. I've been like, well, I'm gonna give you some time to rest. I also need some.
Sounds good.
Okay, so Amara, you're going to your house. Who is going to house Venti, and who is staying?
I'm
at the
going
Fool's
to
Camp?
Venti with Ari, and I might have a little talk with her on the way over.
I'm
Guy
staying.
staying.
I'm staying.
Okay. So then you two would pay a gold for your room at the Fool's Cast, a gold each.
Kyle isn't going to get a room. He's going to stay in the bar all night
Oh, okay.
unless they kick him out. He's just going to
No,
sit at
I
one of the
mean,
tables and just sit there.
yeah.
Is he
So
going into sentry mode and just taking a rest that way?
Yep.
you just sitting there, so
Offer your
you'll be
services
fine.
as a
No,
guard.
nobody's really gonna bother you or anything like that. So Tragos, you would have to pay a gold for your room.
Yeah, and
We'll
can we
see.
say?
Go
Sorry,
ahead.
go ahead. I was gonna say, can I have, especially like with leveling up here, can we say I have nightmares about the event in my backstory tonight?
Yeah, sure, perfectly fine.
Man, we are just so fucked up over here.
Oh yeah, we're a big bunch of
Canadians.
backstory douchebags.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's perfectly fine with me. We'll work that in there. So we'll say, Amara, you're going to Finelli's Armaments,
Yes.
and then
Isn't this the person that we pretended to rob?
yeah, it is.
Okay. I would like to go and buy some weapons.
Okay.
Okay.
So what exactly are you looking for?
I am hoping for like a long sword. Like I realize with a long sword you only get the I believe you only get the benefit if you're two-handing it, yeah?
I don't think so. It's a
If
1d8.
you
Right?
swing it two-handed, it's 1d10 normally.
Yeah.
If you swing it
Okay.
one-handed, it's 1d8 still.
Okay, well
Yeah.
all of my weapons I believe 1d6, so I actually do sword anyway.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, you can get there and I get it. It'll be 15 gold pieces. I mean, it's a pretty standard sword, so
Okay.
pretty cheap. And yeah, that'll be 1d8 slashing with one hand and 1d10 with two hands.
Okay.
So we'll say it takes about 30 minutes for you to kind of get there, buy that, and then so we need, and then home.
Okay.
And then we'll say, sorry, go ahead.
When I get home, I'm gonna take off that short sword and put it back in my brother's closet, so that
Okay.
he'll have it for later.
So yeah, your home isn't too far from either of these, but with that detour, it does take about 30 minutes for you to get home. And then
Okay.
for Ari and Corin to get to House Venti, it's about 45 minutes.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Damn. Plenty of time to have a conversation, though, huh?
True.
Yeah, I definitely.
So by the time everybody's like back and rested, it'll be about 9:30. Wormbait, you would have had an hour in your long rest already, so you'll wake up an hour before everybody else.
You said BRB and Roll20. I don't know if you spelled.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll let that then.
So, can I exchange a couple of words with Ari?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So how's the group been treating you? You having fun hanging out with us?
Oh, you guys?
Yeah.
Like, you guys are pretty cool. It's not a group that I'm used to.
Yeah, it's a definitely an odd bunch.
Yeah. But honestly, I kind of like that. I like odd bunches. It's different when you're trying to fit in. Like, I'm pretty good at it, but, it's tiring after a while. It's fun to just have people you can, be yourself around.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
I definitely notice you and I have a gift with our tongues. If I may be so bold. I know that sounds a little awkward, but we both tend to be able to get what we want through the spoken word.
Yeah, I noticed that you're quite eloquent as well.
Unfortunately, it does seem that we tend to step on each other's toes quite often. I wonder if I might offer some sort of plan for us to use our words properly. Perhaps I am more of a militant speaker, so maybe when it comes to matters of, you know, speaking to guards and things like that, maybe I can have the floor, and then when we need to finesse our way through certain situations, because I don't have exactly that subtle elegance that you do, maybe we can let you take care of things. That way we're not tripping over each other trying to convince somebody to do something that they might not want to do, and find us a little over a bit much, if I may be so bold.
Well, sure. I mean, I don't know. I'm being used to told what to. I'm used to being told what role to play. So, I mean, if you want to be those kind of characters, we could. I see that you are more of the militant type, indeed. I don't take very. I can play certain roles, but I don't take very kindly to being told what to do, especially without any explanation. So sometimes you need to really explain the point of an instruction that you would want me to do. But I mean, what you're saying makes sense. I think I don't really have the lingo for generals and the such, but yes, I do have the court. I do have the gift of talking to courts, and I suppose other things, and of course.
This is certainly a suggestion. I would not dream of trying to tell you what you need to do to, you know. I'm not exactly a leader myself, as much as I'd like to be. Still working on that, but no, I wouldn't. It's not an order or anything, but I thought maybe more of a let's help each other out and make future conversations with others a little bit more efficient, so to speak. I'm certainly open to suggestions.
That makes perfect sense. I think. I'm glad we're able to clear that up. And also, I owe you one. Thank you for you kind of saved my life back there. I would have definitely died if it weren't for you.
You can certainly thank Nima for her gifts.
Yes, they did come in handy. Do you think that was it for the plague? Do you think that we cured everything?
You know, that the last thing we fought, it certainly seemed like that was a. I've been using this word a lot lately, but it was a tool for delivering this plague. I wouldn't be surprised if there were more tools out there to spread whatever nonsense this was in the past.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I wonder if it has anything to do with these weird creatures springing out of nowhere on the battlefield.
That's a reasonable thought, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Perhaps this individual we're gonna meet tonight might know a little bit more.
Let's hope so. And yeah. I wish I could. I kind of want to ask. I do want to ask Corin something as well. He asked me that earlier, so I don't know. Should we like?
I'm right here.
Okay. How about you though? What do you think of the group?
I have no reason to dislike anyone in the group. You've all certainly kept me alive, one way or another, and you're still traveling with me despite my blunders and my narrow vision at times. Wow. I heard.
Sorry about that.
Did God just sneeze?
God?
Yeah, so yeah, I think you're all of you are all right in my book, and certainly worth traveling with, and I'm honored to be in your presence.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can say the same.
Is this it up here? And I'll looks like familiar because I've been there before. It's just like this looks familiar. I'll just to I don't know, fucking whatever.
Here, it's you have to take a right on this street.
Oh right. Yeah, never was one for
Yeah.
directions.
Well, I know my way around the city pretty well. Yeah.
All right. There is, boy, this long rest is in a weird spot for me. But there's one thing I would like to do to solidify my path. I need to say a prayer, but whenever's a good time to do that.
I mean, you could do that before you take your long rest.
I feel like I'm taking too much time. I just don't like hogging the spotlight. I don't know. All right. This is gonna be quick because I wrote it down, so I'm gonna be script playing, which is gonna sound stupid, but that's all right. So once we get to Ari's house, I mean, do we need to do like formalities? Like, do I need to say, "What's up, guys? I'm gonna be sleeping here."
No, we're just gonna skip all that.
All right. So then I'll probably go out to like a courtyard or wherever. I don't know how rich she is, but I'll find a nice wooded grassed area or something, and I'll take a knee and begin a prayer. And I apologize. I hate role playing from script, but I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm going to say, Holy Mother, you've done so much to help me and those I hold in high regard in times of need. I appreciate the power you've bestowed upon me to carry out justice in your name. Your gifts and kindness are not unnoticed by me, and I'm prepared now to stand by you with every ounce of my strength. I swear that those I encounter will know your grace in my travels. Those who oppose you will swiftly learn the power you truly wield with me as your weapon. Those who seek guidance will learn of your deeds and benevolence by my voice. I will not rest until I have repaid you for your kind gifts and brought you pride with my deeds in your name. Thank you, Lady Nima, for the kindness you have shown me. And that's basically me swearing fealty to her in the name of conquest.
Cool. Yeah, I would have just like watched that probably. Would we have like taken a bath or something or anything before that?
I mean, we're just gonna say that's all in with the long rest and everything.
Yeah.
So by the time pretty much everybody gets to start resting, it's about 9:30 or not. Yeah, it's about 9:30. Warren Bait, you would have had an hour more as they kind of went out and everything. So you would have waken up around 4:30 p.m. and everybody else would be getting up around 5:30.
Let's say at 4:31, is there a knock on my door by Guile? Or...
No, not at 4:31. At exactly 4:30. 000.
So with that, we're gonna take a quick break, and everybody be back here in about like 15 minutes.
Alright, I am applying my full rest. Hey, before we all do AFKs, Guile, do I still have that +1 flail from you?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Lost until I change it.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm yet to change it. Sweet.
Oh, I forgot the shot. Oh well.
It's fine. I'm assuming that with our gold, and after we rest, we're going to hopefully do some expedited shopping. So we'll buy whatever we need.
I will be back in a second.
Well, I've returned.
Welcome back. God, I hate when my characters get emotional like that because then my body's like, oh, we're crying now. Like every time.
Really?
Yeah, like I just have like a weird, I don't know. Like whenever I'm like fake crying or like getting like, obviously my character's getting emotional, not actually me getting emotional, my body will still trigger that, like, I'll start like not completely tearing up, but you get like that weird, like
up.
tingly. Yeah, and I'm like,
Well, the sign of a
no,
good actor.
it's not for real. It's like, it's not for real. Jeez, I'm just, come on now.
I wish I could throw that kind of emotion into my characters.
It takes some time, man. It'll happen. Also, yeah. I'm not trying to force it too hard with them, but
no, I am.
Things are weird.
I don't have that kind of emotion in my real life, so I can't translate it to somebody else.
Yeah, I live a pretty mundane life, so this is the time when I get to explore some super weird situations, such as being used as a conduit by a way more powerful being.
That was a little weird. Yeah,
it's gonna be.
Rename you from Wormbait to Lightning Rod.
I thought that Wormbait was like a warlock.
Yeah,
I mean, he's not a traditional wizard in any sense. So.
Yeah.
He's
kind of like edging on warlock for me.
Yeah, he's just kind of got some weird stuff going on. He's at a weird point in his life right now. All right.
Yeah. Well, I know Amira's gonna be cranky as shit now because she got chastised for helping out her family, who she had just found had been thrown out in jail. And then she got chastised by Corin.
I got really pissed. Like I was definitely about to like step in with aggravation, but I just tried to rationalize it first. I was like, all right, he's got a good point. Like that's not really what he told us to do, but at the same time, like fuck you, dude. Like people were in danger.
Yeah, she's not having a good day.
Even Giles' view of King Caius is somewhat diminishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I already knew like he was kind of like that, I guess. Or
yeah, I'm assuming that it would be after the short rest, by the way. I said I need to take a nap. That Kyle probably would have came back up.
We're all rested in level 3 and
we did arcane recovery, yeah.
How do we?
Yeah, I use my arcane recovery. Yeah.
We're doing a long rest, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be down a spell slot when we do this, so I took my arcane recovery instead.
But I thought if you long rested, you got it back anyway. What does arcane recovery do?
Yeah, but then he wants to have all his spells on the next full day.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm confused. Don't you have all your spell slots on the next day?
No, but then I would have to use one to power.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's asking you to use an actual spell to do this with. Okay, I thought maybe you could just use your arcing bolt.
I'm going to charge the shit out of it.
I thought you just use your arc thing for that. Your cantrip.
I was expecting a arcing ray, but if you want to extra power this thing.
For Elmira's level up, I was literally just gonna be like, she takes her new sword and she's gonna whack the shit out of a practice dummy she made.
Oh yeah, she probably needs to work out some shit.
Yeah, she's real angry. She needs to hit something.
Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know what I would do for my level up because, I'm not really in the state to be performing.
Go to the library.
And library.
College of Lore, right?
Yeah.
I guess I could listen to some performance or something. Oh yeah. Oh, I know what to do now. I'm gonna go to one of the show houses. One of the places where they have performance and stuff.
Yeah, I already resolved what was going on with mine. I was like, yeah, this is a pretty thematic reason why I'd be getting more powerful.
Yeah, nothing really happens on my level up aside from I get little more hit
Second level
points.
spells,
So it's
so-
just like I'm just gonna pretend that she just had like a training montage.
Yeah, you get second level
Gonna
spells.
need a
so-
I
montage.
do.
Second level
That's
spells are
true.
pretty
They're-
dope.
They are pretty dope, yeah.
I mean, spiritual weapon.
Yeah.
One of the best spells in the
I
game.
did not prepare.
What the
Speaking
fuck?
of-
Are you a real cleric?
I mean, to be fair, that's not. I don't think I'm
Hey,
there as.
listen to me.
my
Listen to me. I only get to prepare a certain amount of spells.
Mhm.
2 of my second level spells are permanent. I can't change them. So I
Right,
only
but they don't
put
count
prayer
towards your-
healing
Those don't
for-
count.
Yeah, those don't count
I
towards
know
your
they
total.
don't. I know they don't. So the only one that I had available, I took prayer of healing.
Yeah, those
Okay.
those 2 spells that are permanently prepared don't count towards your like spells
I
prepared.
know.
So okay, cool.
I
Just
know,
making
but I'm
sure.
explaining my reasoning is that I've got
Yeah.
2 spells in second level already, and then I prepared
Yeah.
prayer of healing because right now she's like, I really need to be like,
Prayer of
I'm
Healing's a
not.
really good spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a support cleric. I am not a tank. I need to be supportive.
Spiritual weapon is just one of those things that, like, obviously using it at level 3 is kind of rough because it's
Yeah.
really good, but you don't have
Yeah.
a ton of spell slots to be thrown around. So
Yeah, which is why I took prayer of healing.
yeah, that's kind of what my reasoning was. Because obviously, as we level up, we get more and more spell slots. You can afford that second level to be thrown out in a fight, but right now,
Yeah.
we're kind of still
Yeah.
babies.
Well, I'm inking Corin. Do you want to see?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Hang on.
The Long Strider, good spell. Sanctuary, great spell.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm deciding what I'm gonna prepare.
Yeah,
I'm just rereading the things.
Yeah, I have my stuff. I'm probably gonna end up trying to try to go to a magic item shop.
Ari's got fairy fire, so I'm not gonna prepare that one.
Sweet.
Corin's ending up looking like just kind of a stout dwarf.
Does
Yeah.
Ari have disguise self as well?
Yes, I do have disguise self, but like
That's
I
a
mean,
good spell.
it is a good spell. It only works for like the self.
Well,
I think.
Guile
Yeah.
can't change his voice, so that
Oh.
might be very awkward.
True.
You would have to not talk.
I mean, if it's magic, I'm sure it'll work with changing his voice.
Yeah.
Oh, I can tell you the spells that I have if you want. So
But will
for
it
first
change his
level, I have
mannerisms?
Fairy Fire, Healing
No,
Word, Disguise
it will
Self,
not.
and Dissonant Whispers. Second level, I have Suggestion and Invisibility.
Nice.
Grease.
Yeah.
I like Grease. Grease is cool. Grease gets set on fire, doesn't it? If you
Oh, actually, not
hit it
a
with fire?
Suggestion. Shatter. Whoopsies.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
think
changed
it
it.
can naturally, but if DM decides, it can be set on fire.
Oh.
Then everyone's gonna fucking die. It's gonna be wonderful.
Or should I have Suggestion and Shatter?
I just straight up took as many damage spells as I was able to. So
Well, I have
took-
command, but I don't have suggestion.
Yeah,
Maybe I should have
suggestion's second level, right?
But I'm
That's
also
fine.
not much of a caster, really. So
Yeah, at
Shit,
fifth
I
level, you get second level spells.
yeah.
So
I forgot. I've also got shield and heroism now.
Oh,
It's
dude.
like,
Shield
I wanna
is
have
amazing.
something-
I love,
Yeah.
dude. Shield has to be one of the best fucking low level spells of the game.
Shield
It's so
will
good.
save your ass. I don't have it.
Shield
yet.
That's
and
great.
absorb elements.
I love absorb elements too.
Insanely powerful first
Yeah.
level spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think absorb elements is one of those ones that I think
Especially.
Coron would have a fucking field day with.
Oh, I know, dude. I was thinking it was definitely a tough toss up between getting shield and absorb elements.
Yeah. I wish if they made absorb elements a higher level spell, but you could cast it on allies or something, I would love that.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool as hell.
I do want to have a spell that does damage because like my spells don't really do that much damage.
Oh.
Yeah, bards. I mean,
Yeah.
you can steal spells at level 6 that can do a ton of damage though. Because you could steal 2 third level spells if you want.
Okay, so do you think that Suggestion and Invisibility are good for now?
I mean,
Do you get mirror image?
They're not very useful in combat.
you guys are the toolbox. I literally do one thing, and I'm just trying to do it very well. So I have very little utility right
I
now.
got one job on this ship that's stupid, but I'm gonna do it.
Oh
Because, like, I
god,
also-
Galaxy
I also
Quest,
have something I can do
yes.
in combat.
Yeah.
So I only have 4 inspiration, so I need something.
Yeah,
And Vicious
it's-
Mockery is not.
Vicious Mockery doesn't do a ton of damage, but it's never going to psychic damage is pretty much always going to hit for what it says it will.
Yeah.
Unless you're fighting like a
And-
machine or something.
I mean
right?
the disadvantage on the next attack is huge,
Yeah.
especially
It
for
is.
fighting one big thing.
Yeah, the only thing is it's a save spell, so like it doesn't do anything if it saves against it.
Yeah.
Whereas something like Shatter, like it still does half damage. It still does something.
Vicious Mockery is probably one of my favorite cantrips.
I love Vicious Mockery.
It's great.
Yeah.
Hey, don't worry. At 5th level, it'll be 2d4 damage.
Hell yeah.
And everyone's save is gonna just slowly get higher. So
Yeah, it's gonna be like a.
It's gonna be super awesome.
yeah, my spells. I think most of our spell saves are 14 for the full casters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super
Sweet.
frustrating.
Mine's 14 as well, actually.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
'cause,
mine is 14,
you went
yeah.
super high in charisma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, next level I'm gonna have 20 intelligence, so pretty excited about that.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to double points or if I want to, because that doesn't really get me anything except for extra spell save.
Yeah.
How about strength? Because your strength is not that much.
Yeah, my strength is pretty low, but I don't know. I like feats way more than I like stat points. Because it does things that I can't get otherwise, right? Like, I can still swing my sword and cast a spell, but I can't necessarily do certain things that feats give me.
Right.
Exactly.
I was honestly thinking about taking Shield Master, so that I could actually do shit with my shield rather than just, constantly be swinging one-handed all the
But
time.
you have to get melee to use that.
Yeah.
You going into
Shush
melee?
you.
Yeah.
That's a very valid point.
Maybe I am.
Hey,
Bring
hey.
it.
Yeah, I was definitely
Toe to
thinking of
toe.
Shield Master.
There's no problem with you going into melee range.
Melee range with worm bait, or because that sounds like a death sentence. I'm good.
Wait,
I'll sit over here with 24 hit points, 90 feet away from everything. Don't mind me. I will enjoy my time here.
Fuck you and your hit point.
What's up? Sorry.
No.
Does anyone have invisibility?
I specifically
have
did not
seven
choose it
spells,
because
so-
I figured that someone else would. Same with
I
hold person.
don't have that spell.
Yeah, I don't have
Same
the
with
ability.
hold person. I did not choose hold person because I thought someone else would, but I'm going to pick it next level. So.
Alright. Okay, in that case I'll just go with what I have.
If you were
'cause
strict
I think it's good if
to
someone has invisibility.
Yes, it's nice for the situations that
We're
it's
trying
on.
to be sneaky.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I feel like
So basically, not my missions.
It can
I
be.
mean,
I have disadvantage on all stealth, man.
Anyone can kind of be sneaky
Yeah.
with
I
passive
have really
trace.
good
We're not great at it, but we can kind of be sneaky.
Yeah.
We have stealth. We just choose not to use it.
Well, yeah, I cast passive without trace and we sprinted away from me and clanged our shields together. So that was.
This is a great use of a spell slot.
Well,
Oh,
thankfully,
yeah.
I just get to do it once per long rest. Thankfully, as a part of my racial feat, one of my racials. So otherwise, that would have been fucking tragic.
I would have been angry.
yeah,
I'm like, God damn it.
I'm definitely thinking about Shield Master or Warcaster.
Yeah.
Warcaster is Warcaster is good, but for a paladin, you don't use like one part of it pretty much ever.
Yeah, I was thinking about Warcaster.
You will not be making an attack. You don't use a spell instead of hitting them ever as a paladin.
Right.
Well,
I mean,
it's mostly
Sentinel,
for concentration is why I want to take it.
Sentinel kicks ass, by the way, for any because we have you and Tragos are going to be together in melee the entire game probably.
Yeah.
So
I definitely thought about.
Be...
I like Sentinel a lot more for two-handed weapons.
I mean, hey, man, you can bap someone like pretty much every time that, especially not to get meta here, but Tragos' subclass makes him the primary target on purpose. So you get free extra hits on people because they're partway forced to attack him. I don't know. It's up to you.
Sentinel worked on ranged attacks.
Ooh boy. I would have Sentinel currently instead of
It would be such a broken feat.
Oh, for sure.
Just Sentinel. He's moving away
Well,
out of that range.
I suppose you
shoot
could.
him.
flavor it instead of saying Sentinel, you could call it Overwatch, and that would probably be kind of what that would
And it
mean.
would-
There is
Then we have to watch
literally
the
a feat
payload.
called Overwatch in Pathfinder that lets you do that.
Mhm.
It's
Oh, really?
it's like
So
it's
good.
ridiculous. Yeah. I understand if they're like, hey, we're going to have like it's one of those feats that the prerequisite is Sentinel. So it's a 2 feet like thing. I
Yeah.
could see that being it's still so strong.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anything where it's like, oh, you hit one of our frontliners. All of us who have this Overwatch feat get a free attack on you.
It's
Oh, jeez.
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's kind of insane. That would be insane. But
I mean, I kind of dig it, but that's also just because I don't want to be a frontliner.
oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I should have
I'm
picked
probably
more
honestly gonna
places.
stick back with Wormbait and Guile like half the time.
Yeah,
Ellen Ari,
not-
yeah.
Yeah.
not a bad place to be. Honestly, it's pretty nice back here.
After the last two battles where I was the front line, I don't think I want to do that again.
You did fine.
Warbeard just knows his strengths, and they are not anywhere near people.
I do like attacking with my rapier because I can actually do damage, but also my AC is really low.
Yeah.
It's only 15.
My AC dropped by 1 when I leveled up.
Your AC's 15?
Yeah.
It shouldn't have dropped.
Oh, it did because I took
mean-
out defensive stance for Blessed Warrior. So
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. What are you wearing with? What do you have a shield?
chainmail and a shield.
Your AC, yeah, your AC should just be 18.
Yeah, it's 18. It was 19.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. I thought for some reason I thought you said 15. I was
No,
like, oh no.
Arios,
No, that
Arios
was
is 15.
Ari's.
Oh.
You think I'm gonna be fucking
Okay.
paladin with 15
Ari's
AC? What the fuck?
15, yeah.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Tragos is probably like 18 without any armor on.
Well, yeah, because he has unarmored defense and
Yeah.
shields, right?
Yeah, I'm at 17 with the shield.
17.
Yeah, my AC with mage armor is 15. Otherwise, it's 12. So
My AC is 16. I'm just gonna
That's
flex
all.
on y'all real quick.
yeah,
Wait,
and you are
don't.
clingy,
Oh,
clingity
you.
loud.
I was gonna
dude.
say.
Go
yeah.
all over the place.
I am loud and I also have a shield.
I didn't think you had heavy armor on.
No,
I
she
am
has
wearing
medium
scale
armor.
mail.
Oh.
It's medium armor.
Yeah, it's medium armor, but scale mail is noisy. It's
Oh.
the highest. Yeah, it's the highest
That
AC I could
clerics
get.
right?
Yeah,
Apparently, yeah.
because I saw that I was gonna have low health, but I was like, that's not a thing I need. So
Yeah.
sure I was harder to hit. That seemed smart at the time.
Yeah.
Man, there's so many feats that would be useful for me. Like, I would love to have
So
Charger.
is everybody here?
Yeah, we've been waiting on you, man. We just been chilling.
Yeah.
Been vibing.
Yeah, I realize now another thing I could have done with my long rest. Oh well, it's okay. It's fine.
Is it fine? It's not fine. Go back. We need to.
I was gonna say with since Guile was wanting me to power charge his, that's why I took that arcane recovery. So I was gonna say if we can do that right now instead of, because I don't want to be down a spell as soon as the day starts, preferably.
Okay.
So yeah. Oh god. Oh, this goes horribly wrong.
Give me a nat 1 check.
Yeah. That's I felt very confident when Dial said probably. Seconds after he said it won't explode, made me feel really confident.
I mean, technically speaking, it really shouldn't. But it's up to the DM to decide that.
No.
Makes it explode just for fun, and then Wormbait never helps him with a project again.
Well, try that once, never again. So yeah.
So we can start with Wormbait and Guile, I guess.
What are
If
they
that is
doing?
okay with you, Sir DM.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Guile needs help. Wormbait's help to pretty much charge something. So, because Guile has been very indifferent towards me, I will do that for you. We're all here, right? We're all
Yeah.
good?
Yep.
As far as I can tell, it sounded like Taylor was eating a little bit, but
Okay, let's see.
all right. How about them COVIDs?
Damn them COVIDs.
Australia is actually doing pretty well.
Yeah, because people listen to each other.
What?
The number of cases, the number of cases in the last week has only risen by 9, which is
Oh,
pretty fucking
damn.
impressive.
Yeah.
That's like the lowest number I've seen it, right?
But you know, America, we have to be the best at everything.
In Queensland, as is. In Queensland, it's risen by
Yeah.
9. In New South Wales, it went up by 20, but that's a really population-dense state. And Victoria went up by 10.
We
No,
went up
14,
by like
sorry.
100 yesterday.
So.
And that's my city.
Fucking
Let alone my state.
How are we doing this?
Well, it's specifically for flavor, right? You don't actually need a charge.
Yeah, I don't actually need
Okay.
it.
Okay, I was like, please
just
don't make
flavor.
me responsible
okay.
for this.
Yeah, Guile's just making his class feature, and
Okay.
I'm utilizing RP to have other people help him with it.
I love doing
Alright, that sounds good. So yeah, you guys would be working on that. About how long do you think that would take?
I mean, it's a level up, so however long a
it's
level
just
up is.
a level up? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, so okay.
It's like
yeah.
in the morning, the last 2 hours, the rest, I guess, Guile would be working on this.
Yeah. Alright, sounds good.
Yeah, I did want
so
to
yeah, you're working on
talk with Guile real quick during part of this. So I guess whenever Guile kind of comes in with his like whatever part of the contraption I have to zap, we're gonna be able to just kind of get up and
Guile comes in pretty much exactly 6 hours later, knocks on the door.
kind of I'm just gonna answer the door and oh jeez, time.
You said I should come back later. I have to come back later.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we're doing this here?
We can do it outside if it would make you rest better. As in, you would not be so tense about the situation.
No, I don't like it here anyways. Let's just do it here.
Jesus. God.
Guile steps in and removes a little, mostly completed now, robot kind of construct thing from his pouch. This version is tiny, but he looks at you and says,
I understand that you are adept in arcane arts. If you would be so kind, I have some information that will help us with this, but I would like you to inscribe arcane runes on several parts of its body. This will help in resizing the little guy.
Oh. So we're doing that part later though. Right? Just the charging part now?
I would prefer to do both now. The runes will not require any magic power on your behalf. I can provide that.
Okay. Alright, just give me a few moments. I'm just gonna kind of get up and begin kind of wrapping the leather around my arms. Guile, can I ask you something?
Guile just nods his head at you as he's taking out like a plate of metal and a another one of wood, just putting that on the floor, putting the robot on top of it. Or the construct on top of it, rather. I need to stop calling them robots. That's what they are, though.
Why? What is your opinion on me?
You are an individual hailing from the lands of Uthane. You are adept at magic, but not in the traditional sense, more in a Charbaic sense. This has proven useful on multiple occasions, such as your knowledge of the totem in the forest, as well as your channeling of electricity yesterday. I must admit, that one saved our lives.
And I do all of this, and for some reason, Elmira still seems to choke whenever she says thank you to me. And she still seems to have to hold back a lot of unfounded assumptions about me.
Although unfortunate, I do believe she is getting better at that. We both have to understand that Elmira is not quite the same as you and I. She is a much more traditional individual in the Othuan sense. Even myself, since I was created, had been told by outsiders that Uthanians are savages and barbaric. Since they did not provide adequate evidence, I did not believe them. However, people that utilize their emotions more than I do would probably believe anyone in a higher status than them, such as an adult or it will take time, but she will come around soon enough. She is trying.
I ship it. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. How much of a charge do you need?
Well, the more the better, but to get him started, I will not require too much.
More the better. Alright. And that metal plate under it will hopefully block a lot of excess energy that would pass through.
This will act as a sink to prevent overcharging, and it will also prevent the floor from catching on fire.
Okay, good. Okay. Gonna just kind of one last time tighten the leather straps. Rub my hands together. Okay. And just reach out my hands and let loose a lightning arc towards it, which is 3d8 worth of damage, so a pretty strong
Oh my god.
blast into it.
Oh
Just
boy.
into the piece, trying to charge it.
Is it okay if I describe this, DM?
Sure.
Yeah, so you watch as the lightning hits this tiny construct as the arcing electricity crackles all over it and through the plate beneath it. The smell of burning wood kinda is in the air, but the wooden plate that Guile placed underneath it is preventing the floor itself from burning. But after a few moments, the electricity starts to crackle less, and it's as if from the plate itself, it's crackling back towards the little construct as it twitches again, and then starts kind of clattering around a bit as it's finding purchase on its feet.
Is it gonna have a voice?
Eventually, holding itself up in and semi-upright position is this little quadrupedal spider-like construct with, on one side of its body, a relatively small-looking tube that bears a slight resemblance to Guile's firearm.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Thank you for that, Wormbait.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like he's awake now.
Oh god, is it gonna talk
It
to?
lives.
Does seem that way. Well,
Guile takes out a little cup from his pouch, places it on the ground, looks at the little spider.
Take aim at that object.
Spider turns to it. You watch as it hunches down on its front legs and uses its back legs to kind of find purchase to prevent itself from getting knocked back.
Fire at will.
And you watch as this tiny little laser, this little thing on its thing, just bursts with an unfathomable amount of energy and just obliterates this cup.
Oh,
Wow.
Done Wormbait.
Yeah, I think only Wormbait sees that, but
Yeah.
it's a nice visual.
well,
Weapon system seems to be functioning at a higher rate. Thank you.
yeah.
What shall we name him?
Oh god.
Oh,
Spider bait.
Wormbait just helped Kyle have a child.
Two most emotionless people in the whole fucking campaign just had a kid.
Guile, do you want to name it like you've named? Well, have you been named with kind of a lettering system, or do you just want a normal name?
Guile puts his hand to his chin and strokes it like he's seen other people do before.
Like a big
And-
rant around town, dude, yeah.
And
Oh no.
he just holds the finger up and says,
I think I will use that naming system. I believe I would like to name him 5N4P. Or Snap.
Snap.
It's a very good name, Guile. I'm glad that I could help you with this. And so now the runes, is that something that's you'd like me to help you with, or is that something you will do?
If you would simply inscribe them, as I have very little interaction with runic magic, unlike you do. I know which runes need to be inscribed, but I don't want to make a mistake.
Sure. And
I
guess
will
we'll spend
supply the magic energy for that.
Alright, so we'll spend however long I'll help Guile out with inscribing whatever runes he needs. Which, by the way, the Warbait's runes aren't the. They might not. I don't think it's trapped as their own rune system. But they don't. They're not like I would assume traditional runes seen.
It's just from the magical alphabet, man. It's fine.
Yeah, no, I'm
I'm
sure they
just
function
kidding.
the same, but they're
Fucking
not like
around.
traditional Athoan runes, more than likely, because Wormbait doesn't really know those.
I don't know that magic has a country, does it?
Runes
I
are
mean,
different. It's like using
yeah.
math and such.
Hmm.
Some things you'll be different, but it's very recognizable.
Fucking Ari.
I know, right? I love the game.
So yeah, we'll spend the next however long doing that.
and once that's done, Guile looks at it again and says,
Adjust size 1 increment up.
and after Guile puts his hand on it and charges the magic runes, it scales up one size to small
Yay.
instead of tiny.
Woo.
Wow. All right, well, that should help out and hopefully not kill us.
Dude, I am on a yawn crusade right now. I don't know what the hell's going on with me.
It should be very helpful. Adjust size increment by 1 down.
Goes back to Tiny. And then runs over to Guile and climbs up onto him and sits on his shoulder.
I sincerely appreciate your help with this, Wormbait. I will not take up any more of your time. If you require anything, do not hesitate to ask me. And do not worry about Elmira. Deep-seated traditionalism can take some time to overwrite. She is a nice person at heart.
And then Guile turns around, opens the door, takes his leave, turns around again, and then just a really awkward raises his arm up at a 45-degree angle from his shoulder, raises at his elbow another 45 degrees, and then just perfectly imitates a wave before leaving again.
So about halfway through them doing that, the rest of you would have waken up.
Mother.
Jeez.
What time is it in the day?
It's about 5:30.
Oh, 5:30, right.
Oh, yeah. Actually, 5:30.
Yeah, we're nocturnal.
It's still not sunset yet. Or, 5:30 a.m.?
No, it's PM, yeah.
Saying we're nocturnal now, we just slept through the part of the day.
Yeah.
We just fucked up our sleep
Just over
schedule
2
big
hours
time.
to sunset.
Yeah. Regardless, I'm gonna meet back up at the inn and just order some more brandy.
Ari,
Turning into a drunken cleric.
do I need to clean that guest room or anything, or?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, actually, I was wondering about that. What would... I would have gone back to House Venti and, been, freaking covered in blood and everything, because I wouldn't have changed by then, because, didn't have the chance to.
I mean, I cleaned up a little bit, but, should I
true.
fold the bed or the sheets, or fold the bed? Jesus.
Just stomps the middle of it and falls up on the side.
It's okay. I can tell that you're not quite accustomed to court life, life in such a big house. It's okay. DM, would we have maids and stuff? And servants?
More than likely.
Don't worry about it. One of the maids will take care of it. That's what they're hired to do.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, would you like anything to eat? We have
I think I'm good, but I might take a little sidetrack down to the down to Elrond's if you get to the Fool's Cask before I do. Maybe let everybody know that I should be arriving shortly. I won't take too much time, but I think I need to do some shopping.
all right. Yeah, I actually have to do some shopping too. But probably of a different kind. DM, would I have a room in the house?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And would I have my clothes there and everything? Because I don't. It's been a while since I've been there.
Your room would be untouched.
Oh.
So
okay.
Everything's a little dusty and stuff.
So yeah, I'd probably be wearing one of my outfits. I'd probably be wearing a really nice dress. It's not extravagantly fancy, but also very just nice, elegant. It would probably be blue, dark blue in color. Or no, light blue. Light and dark blue. And yeah, I'll go shopping for armor and stuff as well, because I need a new armor after this one has been kind of torn up.
So yeah, that's where I'd be going. I'd be going down to Elrond.
Okay, I actually need some stuff from there too, so I'll go with you.
All right.
I'm sorry, you're going where?
To Elrond's Armor and Shields.
Oh, okay.
Down the cliff, I guess. I don't.
Just take the shortcut.
They're just gonna yeet themselves off.
Oh yeah, because actually I want to buy a cross thing or a short bow.
Well, I don't think you'd find it there. You'd have to go to where Elmira went, I think. Finelli's Armaments.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm actually going to Family's Armament.
Okay. So what are you looking for, Corin?
Well, I don't have a lot of money, and I know I need some proper protection. I guess I'm just kind of looking to press some stuff out. I would either hopefully try to find maybe like a +1 shield, or possibly some higher armor class armor for myself. But I think any armor that's higher than what I've got is like thousands of gold, so I don't know if I can.
What kind of armor do you
I'm
have right
currently wearing chainmail.
So you're looking at like splint plate, which is yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know how much. I know magic items are usually pretty expensive, so I'm assuming a shield +1 would be like way out of my price range as well.
Things are expensive, man.
Yeah. But perhaps I could do you a favor, or
plate's pretty expensive.
yeah, or persuade you
so-
to give me something. I mean, I did just save your entire town from a plague, so maybe you can cut me a deal.
The king saved the entire town from a plague.
God damn it! Don't you fucking don't you go spreading rumors.
So the +1 shield would be about 300 gold pieces.
Oh shit! I got that. 300 gold for 1 armor class. Would he only really just have like magical armor and shields? Would he have like maybe a ring of protection? I don't know how much that costs either. That's probably way too much as well, but
yeah, you would not be able to afford that.
yeah. So I would definitely try to appeal to his kind nature and mention that he's gonna be striking up much more business now that everybody's better and can travel. They're not self-isolating anymore.
If you want to make a persuasion check.
I would love to do that, my friend. At advantage, because I'm the town hero. Fuck. I'd like to use inspiration to re-roll that. No.
Oh, DM, quick thing. Can I find a place to buy potions?
Yeah, weapon shop and armor shop and what else?
I mean, it's
I
a
wonder.
big town.
I wonder if Deidre's shop would sell that, but she is out of town for the plague.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, you'd probably find like a random nondescript shop to buy some potions.
All right, how much is it for 1 potion of like just the base potion?
The health potion?
Yeah, basic health potion, the 2d4 plus 2.
It's 50 gold.
50 gold?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to spend. Hang on. I'm actually going to try and barter with him. And kind of tell him the tale of what happened, and say we almost didn't do it because we didn't have your fine potion here.
Okay, roll persuasion.
Swear to God,
I'm gonna be shit at this.
Okay. Corin.
Mm-hmm.
You do not. He kind of looks at you just with a look of confusion on his face.
How could you be confused about me telling you I saved your fucking town?
He kind of looks at you in disbelief, before chuckling to himself and saying it's 300.
No sale. I can't. That's all my money, sir. I am sorry.
Elmira, he said the lowest I can do is 30 gold.
30 gold.
What the fuck? She rolled lower than me against fucking.
Well, I'm also purchasing something that's actually cheaper to get.
Yeah.
That'll be
You're also
excellent.
rolling against the shop owner's charisma.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
I'm just pulling up a calculator, make sure I actually have enough for how many I want. 30 gold apiece?
Yes.
Okay.
Dice suck, man.
So I'm going to
Sometimes.
give him 180 gold, and I'm going to buy 6.
Okay. Mm-mm.
That'll put me at 209. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So what is everybody doing?
Oh, I'm
yeah.
heading up
I'm
to
also
the
gonna buy
tavern.
weapons and armor.
Okay,
Can
what
I
are you
find
looking for?
armor at the weapons store as well, like Finale's armaments?
No, it's only a weapon shop.
Oh, okay. Oh, then I would have.
They have shields, but that's about it, and the selection is very small.
Oh, I see. Then I probably would have gone to Elrond's as well, with knowing that. Okay, and I would have looked for either +1 leather armor, +1 studded leather armor, or like just nice looking studded leather armor.
What's your armor right now?
Leather.
Leather.
Yeah, I just regular
leather. So the +1 armor.
Well, she just looks for studded leather, right?
Yeah, for either studded leather or leather.
Yeah, instead of +1 leather, studded leather is the same thing.
Yeah, like or +1 studded leather.
That's like some fuck you, I'm rich shit. You get magical leather armor. Just some studded leather.
I mean, why not?
Like that is something that Ari would get, especially if it looks.
Fuck
So
you, I'm
the studded leather armor is gonna run you about 60 gold pieces.
Can you
Just like
engrave
regular
"fuck you,
armor?
I'm rich" on that, please?
And does it look nice?
I mean, it just looks like some normal studded leather armor.
Oh, okay. Can I find nicer leather armor?
Damn.
He also has a very elaborately made set of studded leather armor for sale for 450,000 gold.
Ari's like, I'll be back for that.
You take it.
Fuck you, I'm the DM.
He does say that if you would like to take out a loan in your family's name, you could have it.
Ari's very tempted to do that, but she's not.
Oh my god.
If you buy materials, Guile could make the armor.
Oh, true. Okay, then actually, yeah. I kind of okay.
History check. Give me a history check, see if you would know that or not.
Oh.
That was not bad.
Okay, so you slightly remember maybe Guile could make the armor for me. Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
In that case, I just want another another set of leather armor, essentially, because the one that I have is kind of torn up, and it's kind of basic.
It's kind of basic.
Oh my god.
Exactly. I want something a little less basic, like.
Okay, so just a set of leather armor is gonna run you like 20 gold.
All right. I'll buy some stone leather armor, and it looks pretty.
I see.
Yeah, I'll just buy it. I won't try to barter this time because I remember what happened last time I bartered. At least not for this.
Remind us, what happened the last time you bartered?
We got kicked out of an entire town.
The cards game. It was a whole mess. And yeah, I'm just gonna be like, well, thank you, Elrond. Pleasure doing business with you. And then I'm gonna go to Finelli's Armament, and I want to buy if a light crossbow or a short bow. A light crossbow, if I can find one that looks nice.
God.
Or a short bow, if not. Arya's so vain. She's really vain.
Look, just buy a bucket of pink paint and deal with it.
She could just paint it herself.
So you said a crossbow or a short bow?
A light crossbow, yes.
A light crossbow. And okay, so they're gonna run you about the same price.
Okay, and how much is that?
It'll be about 30 gold pieces.
About 30 gold pieces. Any +1 of those? Oh, actually, wait, never mind. All right. I mean, 30 gold pieces is not a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy a light crossbow. And do I have to buy bolts separately? Oh, actually, I'm gonna try to get him to include the bolts in the price.
Are you going to persuade him?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that.
Okay.
As long as I don't roll a freaking. Okay, good.
Right.
Just like any chance I could get the crossbow bolts with the crossbow and the quiver, of course.
I'm sorry, that's not gonna happen.
Damn, dude, what are these fucking merchants?
Y'all should have gone to my merchant.
I know, right? Maybe it was my role playing. Sad. Okay, so then how much extra would they run me? Then a quiver and the bolt.
Well, a bundle of 10 bolts is 1 gold pieces.
Okay, 1 gold piece. All right. I'm gonna get 2 bundles
1
then.
gold peach.
You have 300 of those.
Exactly. Yeah, that's gonna be. I'm just gonna be like, well, pleasure doing business with you, but not quite as sincere. And then I back to the tavern.
Okay.
So when people come back to the tavern, I would just like to say that Elmira's been sitting there writing everybody's names on like an individual potion and then just putting them in her bag, but she leaves one blank. Yeah. That's why I bought 6.
Okay, so after about another half hour, so it's about 6 now, you all make it back to the inn.
Oh, there you are. I've been waiting a while.
Mm-hmm. Did you have a nice rest?
Has anyone seen Guile and Wembate?
Guile's in the bar.
No, but I smell something weird.
Oh, he went to the bar? Oh.
Yeah, it's also
Guile is just sitting in the bar in one of the corners in sentry mode.
I sense that there has been some lightning. Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, it just feels staticky around here, you know? Are you
Once
getting
everyone
that?
arrives, Guile
It
wakes
must be
himself
your
up.
electric personality, dear.
Oh, thanks, Elmira.
You're welcome.
Just quickly.
do you
It
wanna
doesn't
see
have
the
to be
new
now,
website
but
I have?
before we leave this town, I do want to go on a little shopping spree as well.
Okay.
Just quickly, I need to buy the tools that I have proficiency for, but I don't have.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, I did want to buy something else now that you mentioned too. Except I don't know if I would have gotten this at Finale's Armaments. I would know where to find thieves' tools, right? In the city?
That's a good question. Where do you find thieves' tools here, DM?
Probably not at one of those shops. Again, you'd probably just find them somewhere in just a nondescript shop somewhere.
Okay. Oh, another thing I forgot about.
I'm going to go out and buy something real quick too.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna buy what we were talking about, and I'm not even gonna attempt tackling.
Okay, sounds good. So the thieves' tools will be 25 gold pieces.
I'm gonna try to haggle that.
Y'all look
Did you
broke.
go with him?
Dude, we have charisma. We gotta fucking use it.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I don't
gonna
have
try to
charisma, and I'm the only
Oh,
one that
no!
got it.
oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Doubles in
you offend the
price.
shop owner and he doubles the price.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh,
That's
God.
why.
Never mind. I'm gonna say that. Never mind. Put my hands up and walk the hell at the door.
Okay.
Oh my god, what is this shit show? What's going on?
Sorry, I didn't know he was your husband. I'm sorry.
Is there anything else, Warrenbeat?
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna go buy another 50 gold worth of incense.
Okay. Yeah, so you can get that in place.
Okay, cool. And then I will make my leave with my scroll and head back to. Actually, I'm not gonna do this in the room. Actually, I just thought about how. I'll just go try to find a spot I can kind of sit and be alone-ish in a city.
Okay.
Wherever that would
Give me a perception check.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So I mean, you're able to find a quiet little park off to the side somewhere. I mean, most of the city is heavily forested, so you're able to find a spot. And still,
Okay.
the plague was just going on, so there's a few rumors that it's may have passed, but people are still being very cautious and not really going out. So the streets are pretty quiet as is.
Okay. I'll kind of take out my 100 gold worth of incense, and just kind of go and place them around me, and then just light them all and begin communing with Zahar and learning that spell. So yeah, that's what I'm doing for 4 hours. So yeah.
Holy crap! Okay.
Oh, so we're not gonna see him tonight.
So yeah, so as all of you are returning to the inn, you have a few moments to kind of gather yourself before you see Tom come in, and at this point the bar is empty. The children they're all in the back room, and Scylla is sitting behind the bar just reading a paper. um excuse me, it's the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
So Tom comes in shortly after you all gather here, minus Warrenbait. You're not quite sure where he is, and he hurriedly walks past you, walking back towards the pathway that you went through last time, and he says, "Come, I've got much more important business to deal with very soon, so let's get this out of the way."
I
Okay.
Oh.
I follow him.
Hi, my name's Koron. Hi, my name is Koron. But my friends call me. No, alright.
No, Gail's already done that with this guy.
Wait, we know this guy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
he
this
gave us the
guy.
information on the festival.
Oh, right. I'm
Yeah.
thinking that it was the scientist that came in. Sorry, my bad.
No, there's no scientist. Yes.
Right, okay, my bad.
It's
My
cool.
mind is in another place today. I'm trying.
It's all the coronavirus. It's okay.
I get that. That's me too.
So as he leads you, he leads you quietly through the path, and he leads you into the office, and as he walks inside, he says, "All right, this information's already been paid for, so let's just get you this and get you out of here. I've got a very important meeting
Paid
in
for
a
it.
few
Yeah.
minutes."
With whom? May I know?
I
It doesn't
assume.
matter. Just take
Oh.
your information and you got to go.
All right.
Okay.
Here, and after a few moments of rummaging around in a few boxes he has laying around, he produces a few pieces of parchment paper, kind of rolled up and stored in a leather case, and he hands it to one of you.
I'll
So,
grab
"Here,
it.
just take this. Everything you need to know is on that, but you need to clear out now.
Wow.
All right.
Okay. Well,
No
Alright.
hard feelings. You gotta go.
Well, I wouldn't want to put you out, I guess.
We are leaving then.
Thank you, friend.
yeah. Nice seeing you around, Tom.
Yeah. I'll see you too, kid.
Alright, I guess we'll start heading out.
Leave.
Yeah, Guile turns and leaves.
Abruptly.
Who did he give it to, by the way?
I went ahead and grabbed it as soon as it was presented, so I got it. I guess we should maybe open this, or should we leave the establishment first, or?
I think we should wait for Wembate.
Wait.
Yeah.
So
Unfortunate.
It's gonna fucking be a while.
So perhaps we just reconvene later.
As everyone's
Chagos, do you know where Wembate is?
You know, I, to be honest, I've been kind of praying a lot today. Don't know
been
why.
eating a lot of syrup. He can't remember.
I was with him. We went to a shop together, but then I left very quickly. You don't need to know why. And
Alright.
he stayed behind. I don't know where he went.
What kind of shoes does Wormbait wear?
None.
Cool. I'm gonna look for his footprints and find Wormbait.
Yeah, I'm probably the only person with only 2 toes here, so
That makes it easier.
I'll look with you.
So make a survival check.
Does she get advantage?
Are you proficient in survival?
Oh no, I'm not. But I do have jack of all trades.
Am I proficient in
You have to be
survival?
proficient.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta be proficient. So you're gonna be doing that at disadvantage
No.
because these streets are paved city streets that are very well.
Okay.
They don't look
I'm gonna
paved in
try
them.
anyway.
Yeah. So she will guide you kind of in the direction of the shop, but that's about all the information you have.
Horsey goes missing.
As everyone leaves from that room, Guile walks up next to Corin and is both hands on his hips and he's nodding. If he could smile, he would be smiling.
Wait.
And he just says,
I like that man. He is sharp and to the point. No messing about.
Guile, what's on your shoulder? What is that? What's happening? Are you?
Oh, this is 5N4P, or Snap.
Oh.
He is a miniature scale magic and elemental convergence device capable of propelling energy at high speeds. Or in layman's terms, he is a laser spider.
Oh. Well, it is a pleasure to meet you, Snap. So he's gonna be coming with us?
It does the R2D2 scream.
Yes.
I made him last night with Wormbait's help.
Oh,
He
Wormbait
is
helped
my
you.
child and the best.
Alright, well. I suppose he'll be a fine addition.
Okay, so we'll say about an hour has passed since you've been looking for Wormbait. You haven't found him, no traces or anything. So what are you doing?
Maybe he'll just meet us back at the tavern.
Oh, if he hasn't just abandoned us, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean,
Elmira.
maybe it's worth just staying there for a while.
Oh, whatever. I'll just head back to the inn, I suppose.
Yeah.
I will
time
meet you
to
all
do
there
some-
later. I need to go do shopping as well.
Okay. Actually, right, there is one thing I want to buy as well. And
Damn.
hopefully I can find it, and they'll actually sell it to me for a reasonable price.
Did you need help with that, Ari?
I don't know. Like, it's kind of... It's not the easiest item to find. Not exactly... It's kind of frowned upon.
Well, you realize that my family were traders here, right?
Oh.
I can find things. What are you looking for?
Well, she's kind of like hesitant for like a little bit, but contraceptives.
Well,
Oh.
Good lord.
Give me that
Elmira
dental dam.
immediately regrets her decision. But I would actually know where to find those.
Mhm. Like, I would know too, right?
Yeah. DM.
God
Do
damn
we
it.
know where to
Make some
find
contraceptives
condoms?
out of hemlock and
Oh, help.
The DM has abandoned us.
Oh, yes.
Because of you all.
Because of me, I
Dear
think.
God.
We're gonna take another short break.
Jesus.
Never mind. Forget I asked.
Yes, you know where to find lambskin condoms.
Okay. She bought them.
Yeah, let's
Moving
just
on.
say, yeah, no role playing. I didn't want to actually do that.
I'm really curious. Why exactly are you buying these?
Oh, you know. Girl's gotta do what she's gotta do.
Oh, man.
How much sex is Ari having off screen?
A fair bit.
Yeah,
Not
it's
too much.
fine as long as she
Just
doesn't have
not
it on the screen.
Elmira is beet red. Like, just, oh god.
Ari isn't. Though her player is.
God damn, Ari really is a bard.
Yeah, if
At least
you're
he's
the
being
state.
safe, guys.
I was wondering when we were gonna get to the horny bard part.
Yeah.
There it is.
There's a
We found
reason
it.
for the memes. We've done it.
Yeah, because
We have the
I kind of
horniest
ran out of my
bard.
supply rather quickly.
Oh, I forgot to mute. Damn it. Sorry.
Ari pulls up like, so anyways, I started fucking.
We're just gonna have to kill every single person in every town we go to.
God.
As soon as Ari's like, hey, or like, nope.
Like, little did she know
Murder,
she was
you're
one
dead.
who spread the plague with her
Curses your bloodline.
cottage cheese veg. I don't know.
Christ,
Oh
man.
my God.
I'm killing everybody. Everyone's dying.
Okay.
One made the right choice by not being here. Is what I've decided.
Roll a D100.
What, me?
Oh.
Oh no, who, me?
We're rolling to see who gets smited.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
I would-
Oh god.
Please tell me he overhears our conversation as we like pass him.
Your god hears Ari speaking to Elmira and decides to take over your body. So Elmira and
My
Ari,
body.
all of a sudden you see something immediately converge over you before you hear a loud so a loud crack of thunder, and then you see lightning strike the ground in one direction, and looking up you see some sort of source of electricity, just lightning shooting out everywhere before very quickly, it's about like 40 minutes away from you, very quickly it shoots towards you, and you see it's fucking worm bait, and his eyes are glowing bright white. And he stretches his arms right out, and that even larger blast of electricity flies out and roasts Ari where she stands.
Fuck, Elmira, you were right.
Steven, okay, how much am I dead?
No, I'm not doing that. I didn't do it. No.
So roll your attack, or actually roll your
No.
roll your damage die
No.
about 15 times.
15 times.
I refuse.
Okay, I'll roll it for you.
No.
Stop shooting yourself.
That's 1d8. Okay, so we're gonna do.
What the fuck is happening?
15.
Nothing. This is okay.
Oh god, the perfect number.
Campaign's over, guys.
Amazing! Amazing!
Oh no.
All right.
So you take 69.
Okay.
And you simultaneously contract every STD.
Oh, Jesus.
Known and unknown to all that live here.
I'm crying, guys.
Okay.
Oh, that couldn't have been more fucking perfect.
All right.
Okay, so
Yeah, that
Alright,
killed me
so,
about 3 times.
what's your new character?
Yeah, time to roll a new character.
all right. Okay, so what are they actually doing? 'Cause-
We wake up from this dream.
yeah, because I'm just vibing.
You guys buy the condom.
Yep.
We'll say, Guile, whatever shopping you're doing right now, we'll say it's about another hour. So there's 2 hours left in your ritual.
Guile needs his tools. He needs leatherworker's tools, he needs painter's tools, he needs smith tools, and he needs... What's the last one?
Is it Tinkers,
was that it?
Thieves?
No, I got those.
Okay.
Smiths.
Okay, so
Smith's
you
tools.
said-
So smith tools, painter's tools, leatherworker's tools. There should be one more. Fuck, I'll look at my
Tools.
character sheet. What am I missing? No, I've got these tools.
Oh, okay.
Herbalist kit. Herbalist kit.
Okay, so we've got leatherworking, smiths. I'm sorry, it was herbalism.
Herbalism,
Painters.
painters,
Painters
smiths,
are the other one.
leatherworks.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can find those. It's about 50 gold for all of them.
Sweet, yeah, he'll buy that up. And can he find anyone to, ironically, poor Ari having buying a crossbow? Guile wants to sell his 2 light crossbows and his 20 bolt.
He could have just traded.
No one asked.
Fair.
So yeah, you can find a store. They're not gonna take it for MSRP.
No,
So
he expects like 3/4. That failing, he'll settle for
Yeah.
half.
so they're going to with the bolts included, for everything they'll give you about 20 gold.
Oh god, that's cheap as shit.
Yeah.
God, that's what like the 2 crossbows alone are worth.
Yeah.
Just selling those. Can Guile attempt a persuasion check to maybe up the price by just like a measly 5 gold?
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Guile's gonna look at them and say,
These crossbows have never been used, and even though that is the case, they have still been well maintained. You can see this for yourself. As you can also see, I myself am a mechanist of some description and create things often. And I can tell you now, these are the highest quality crossbows. Although they are not magical.
there's persuasion. -1. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Not in that one.
You got a dirty one.
He's just gonna say, yeah, sorry. I'm gonna have to stand firm on 20 gold.
How much would he take for 1 crossbow and a set of bolts? Or rather, hold on, let me ask this first. Do you think Guile could scrap these for parts?
Sure, if you roll well with your tools.
How much do you think he could get out of them in terms of like GP value for materials?
I'd say it'd have to be tied to your role. So I'd say you'd use your tinker's tools, right, to take those apart.
I suppose so.
Yeah, I think yeah. So I'd say probably like double your roll. So if like you roll a 5, I'd say like 10 gold pieces.
You got this, champ.
It's worth the risk. I think I'll take that risk. I'm not going to scrap them yet. I'm going to wait until a long rest, but then I will scrap them.
All right, sounds good.
So I'll just keep them for now.
All right.
And I'll hand Ari the bolts because I can't really scrap bolts.
Okay. So yeah, and I'll let you make 2 rolls on that, so 1 for each crossbow.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll say that whole thing kind of took about another hour. So there's 2 hours left in your thing, Mermaid. So what are the rest of you doing? Those of you that are still at the end, with everybody starting to come back now.
Recovering from my embarrassment having purchased condoms with a half elf.
What's Corin doing? It'll affect what it.
Corin doesn't have much really that he can do. He's just kind of sitting and waiting and I guess trying to be friendly with bar patrons and just being himself. Or wait, no, wait, are we supposed to, we were supposed to be meeting this person in the bar, right? Oh wait, no, we've already done our thing. Let's look at the scrolls, the stuff that we got from the guy.
Okay, so currently it's only so Amara, your shopping thing for the condoms with Ari would have been about at the same time as Guile. So you're currently on your way back to the end.
Okay.
So currently it's only Corn and Tragos at the end right now.
Yes.
But you want to look through the scrolls?
No, maybe I should wait for everybody. I'll just kind of.
I think it's better to wait.
Yeah.
This message will self-destruct in 10 seconds.
Fuck.
Okay. So it's about another hour. Nighttime has fallen. You've all made it back. Warnbait is still not back yet. You got another hour. But the rest of you are at the inn. Also, Guile, you did have a long rest earlier, so you are at full health.
Yeah. Sorry, I knew that.
Okay.
My sheet isn't connected to my token apparently for HP.
Oh, are you changing it in your sheet? Oh wait,
Yeah.
it should be. That's weird.
It
Let me
should
fix
change
that for
it,
you.
yeah.
If you just use the drop down menu and put it to HP.
Yeah, it should have been connected. I accidentally put it on history type because I'm a fucking idiot. I typed HP and it changed to history type for some reason.
Hell yeah.
Now
Guile's all about that history. He's just recording everything that happens.
Guile's health is determined by how much information he has
including
gathered.
all of Ari's escapades, documenting them all.
Actually, you know what? Can Guile just buy a second book for that?
For Ari's shenanigans. Just have a journal.
Yeah, you could find a cheap book somewhere for like 4 copper pieces or something.
Just cheap book, like
cheap
made out of the worst materials.
yeah, just a cheap little piece of shit journal.
For exactly the right type of thing.
Anyway.
So yeah, at this point you've all been sitting around for another hour or so. Still no sign of Wormbait. So what are you guys doing?
I'm writing a song.
I'm drinking. Am I drunk yet?
I'm drinking. I'm drinking and writing a song at the same time.
I'll probably go up to Corin and start talking to him. I'll ask him, tell me, Corin, you're a warrior like myself. Have you ever lost somebody?
Lost somebody, not in battle, not for sure. I as much as I'd like to admit that I might be a a strong presence on the battlefield, I do not have a lot of practice. I'm fairly new to fighting. In my childhood I was taught how to defend myself, but to be quite honest, I am very new to being a soldier.
I'm sorry to interrupt. My dog has not been eating his food. He only wants table scraps right now, so we're not giving him anything. So, and he will not eat his food. So he started going and finding all of his old like treats and shit that he's hid around the house. So I just, during all of this that's going on, I just hear him fucking crunching on a month-old turkey neck.
Oh god!
Like 5 feet behind me.
Oh jeez, that's crazy.
So picky.
He really is.
But yeah, there was I've definitely suffered loss, but just not in battle.
I had a vivid dream last night. I've lost many people over the years, but I've dreamed of them before, but last night was different. I was back there. I could see it, smell it, feel it. It wasn't an ordinary dream. I've been praying all day. I need to know what it means. I need to make sense of it.
Who exactly is it that you pray to, my friend?
What's her name? Sorry, I should know it by heart. Dileswas. She's an Uthanian goddess. I don't know if you've heard of her, but she's all about protection, and I guess I can really relate to that.
And I'm assuming, like, Uthanian gods and like Ottoan god, like it's not something that's like cross culture, right? Like I wouldn't be able to like know through.
No, you have separate pantheons.
Yeah. Let's see.
Well, just that.
Are your prayers often answered?
Give me 1 second.
Sure. We don't need you for this.
Y'all can keep going.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just,
I feel like, I don't know. Should we, when he's not there, kind of.
We can do like some BSRP, like for example.
Yeah, that's pretty much what we're doing right now.
Guile.
Yeah.
I mean,
like for example, ooh, what you got there, Guile?
Have you considered trying to buy condoms for your bad dreams?
we're not going down this path again.
No. Last time that happened, I got 69 fucking lightning damage.
No more condoms.
Guile's eyes glow red.
Oh shit.
That's a sleeper cell word.
Detecting heretic threats. Moving to eliminate.
What? This is what I get for buying condoms. Okay, maybe I should just not condoms then.
Well, roll pregnancy check.
Oh no.
God.
No.
Roll for double line or straight line.
Good lord. Please smite these heretic individuals.
Finish the line work.
Yeah.
I'm not religious, but right now I'm going to be if there's even a chance of him taking you guys out.
But yeah, so
I'm cutting words now. I'm just gonna call you. I don't know what I'm gonna call you, but I'm gonna figure it out on the spot.
leave me alone.
I'm just gonna say that at this point Amara's probably drunk. Because she's just been sitting waiting for Bait to get back so they could read this stupid fucking letter, and she's just been drinking.
And I'm writing, I've already written one song, the draft of that was our adventure in the prison. I'm writing a second one about a certain vision that I had. From Bait came streaking to. What should I call it? I'll just call it electricity.
All right. So yeah, I pretty much just ask if his prayers have ever been answered. Does she guide you often, or is it a one-way street?
I don't usually get answers, just feelings. But the reason I pray for her, pray to her rather. I haven't always been able to protect the ones I love. You probably see me in battle. You probably think I'm some hot shit, but.
That is.
You can say that again. Just kidding. Didn't actually say that in character.
No, I'm assuming I'm just with Coron here.
Lift your tail, baby.
It's time to stop. I started it, I know, but now it's time to stop.
Yes.
Alright, yeah.
I guess you could say it haunts me. I can't repeat the mistakes I've made.
You know, I haven't been fighting long, but I know that as a single individual, it is just not possible to be everywhere at once. And I don't think you need to be blaming yourself for that. There are people that I couldn't protect that I loved absolutely with my life. and it's hard to go on, but you know, the longer you can push forward, and you know, fighting that good fight, the less people who will suffer. So while you may, goddamn, it's hard to be endearing. While you may suffer loss, you will also bring relief. So I just keep trying to push on and being my best self. God, that sounds so lame. But yeah, you know, just do what you can.
I feel like I'm reading a white girl's Instagram.
I was just thinking, like,
You could say that there's a reason I joined the military, because I never wanted to fail protecting the ones I loved ever again.
It's definitely hard to make that distinction. I very much you know, feel the same.
I get that in you.
Yeah. It's hard to lose, but you know, sometimes I feel like I've decided to take on the responsibility of trying to alleviate the hurt that I feel so often in others, so that I feel like I'm still doing something for somebody. You know, if I can't have what I want, I need to make sure that everybody around me can have what they need.
I just don't even know what I'm defending anymore. In the military, it all made sense. I had my brothers and sisters next to me, and I fought to protect them. Are you guys my new family? I barely know you guys. It makes no sense for me to...
Tell you what, Tragos, you stick around, and we just might become family. I think we're already fighting for each other. Why not, you know, fight in the name of each other? What the fuck does that mean?
Hey man, I got what you meant.
yeah, I got that too.
I suppose
Cool.
you're the closest thing I have to family here in Falasari.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're surrounded by other people's family. What's left of my family is back in Nima. Or Nala. Nima's the fucking god.
Inside the god.
You went to God long time ago.
They're with God now. No. But yeah. It's always a painful reunion to know that only so few members of your family remain. But you stay strong, and you're gonna bring hope to people who did definitely need it.
Thank you. And then I kind of like go to hug you, but then I still kind of feel awkward, so I kind of make an awkward gesture, and then
just
take a step back.
just do it, man. It's fine.
Right. I'll just hug him. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, no problem.
I look up and see that, and then I I open a new page and start writing frantically.
Not the fanfic again.
And then I'll feel really awkward that you saw me.
I gotta try to hide it.
Try to act tough.
It's all right. It was a fly on his back. It's fine. I was trying to get it.
I mean,
Stretch.
so
Oh, God.
what I got out of this was, I love one big family. When you look into your heart, you'll find love, 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 love.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
The dogs are just like, shut the fuck up.
Meanwhile, Myra is just sitting in the corner. Another smashes the tanker.
They're being loud at cars.
Maybe Elmara has the right idea.
Yeah.
Am I done yet?
I don't know. Are you done yet?
I didn't think you guys were gonna wait. I was just vibing.
We were trying to be a team. Damn it. Myra is trying.
I'll definitely, after that, just kind of walk over to Elmira and make casual conversation with her in the hopes that she mentions what she did while we were all apart.
Oh,
Sorry,
she's super wasted.
What the fuck?
The DM's gonna have to watch the vault.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a report that somebody was trying to break into the DM vault, so I had to go handle that really quick.
Uh-oh.
Oof.
Wait, what's the DM vault?
You
That's
don't
where
need
all the
to
best
know.
magic items are.
Yeah.
It's a secret location that you will never know about.
Damn it.
Alright.
Roll persuasion.
Okay, so you guys have been talking for about another hour or so. Wormbait, your thing is finally up. It is currently. I really hate that this shit is in military time.
I hate military time so much.
It's annoying.
I live on military time.
I know you
I use
do.
it all the time.
It is currently 9 p.m.
Huh. Alright.
Which is not late because we stayed up all night the night before and then slept through the day like degenerates. So,
Yeah, DM, I was telling them that Elmira's been drinking this entire time while waiting for Hornbait to get back.
I've
So
also
do I have to
been
roll
drinking
Constitution to see like if I'm wasted or like drunk or?
Are you wasted or white girl
Yeah.
wasted?
So, Wormbait, after you finish, are you just gonna head back to the tavern?
Yeah, I'll just
So it'll be about 9:30 by the time you get back. So yeah, Elmira, make that Constitution
Okay.
for me.
I'm also drinking, but only enough to get tipsy, not to get drunk yet.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh,
Well,
you are
once
not
again-
conscious.
Once again, Elmira, you are fucking plastered.
Once again.
Oh.
Can I lay on
Well,
hands to
that's
cure her of her
water. She's
drunkenness?
wasted.
No.
I would like to advise the rest of you as God, and I care about all of my players and my creatures and NPCs. Please keep her away from anybody.
I'm not that much of a menace.
I don't want
Right.
her to accidentally kill Tom. The biggest information broker and father. Sorry.
It's like, wait, you wanted to fuck me? Stab!
He's like, are you
Just-
crazy? I'm married with 6 children.
Guile just comes in, conks her on the back of the head with a blackjack.
Elmira, even I know not to. People who are married happily.
Yeah, I'll
How
stroll
was I
down.
supposed to know?
So you stroll into a scene with Elmira plastered and
Hmm.
causing a scene.
Probably me
Worm
trying to
bait.
calm her down.
Hey,
Wait, is that Wormbait walking in?
Mm-hmm.
Wormbait. I'm just gonna storm up to him.
I'm gonna like go with her to make sure it
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
do
I
anything.
am definitely running interference
How
on
much
this.
taller is Wormbait?
Guile
Wormbait
ready
is
to grappling
6'4".
hook.
Or actually, no,
Four?
actually,
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
not
he
going
has
to
a
run with him.
hunched back, so he's probably taller without it hunched, but he's like
Well,
pretty
she's like
hunched over.
5'10", so she's fairly tall. Just gonna storm up to him and just kind of like put a finger on his chest. Where the fuck were you?
Oh.
I actually sit back and just watch this happen.
Fucking,
You just
we got
gotta-
the shit we need and pay free, and you're late.
How many of there are me right now? For you.
11.
Can you even read the note right now if it was given to you?
I'm not reading it.
Good.
Am I reading it?
No.
Shit, should I be reading it?
I'll take a look at it when everything's settled down, Elmira. Just try to be cool.
I am cool. Are you saying I'm not cool?
Yes, I am. Very much so.
Damn, that hurts my feelings.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll get over it in about 3 hours. It's fine.
So what are we doing? Why are we all down here?
Yeah, I was thinking about.
We were waiting for you.
opening up
Why?
this letter, this evidence or whatever it is that we were given.
Didn't even open. Wait, is that
no.
for the?
Everybody kind of
That's
went their own
nice.
way afterwards.
You
and-
sat here for. I was gone for a while.
Yeah, all we did was just sit here and just
And
chill, you know.
We waited for you.
drink.
Wait, she
Yeah,
drank.
she did much of that, but a little bit too.
I'm not that drunk.
You
Yeah, you are.
are. You can. I'm gonna let go of Elmira's shoulder right now. And see what happens.
I'm assuming I fall over.
Cool.
So, you guys.
Well,
do you think?
I was just in one of the gardens around the town.
I didn't know you liked
Doing
flowers.
anything interesting?
He's clearly looking at the flowers.
I was communing with my Loa, but sure.
Loa.
All looking at flowers.
I guess I'll have to ask about that a little later. Do you think we should take a look at what we got here, or should we wait for Elmira to be herself again? Or
I'm fine.
Maybe we should look at it now, and then I think.
So you kept the information folded and.
Yeah, because we wanted to be a group.
I mean,
and,
we
read it while we were all
as
together.
much as you hate to admit it, we are a team, and I value everybody's opinion and input, and I wanted to make sure that everybody was able to see it at the same time. And I'll try to wave Guile over, and maybe Tragos if he's not a part of all this nonsense.
Yeah, I'm here.
And I will begin opening the note and possibly reading it. I don't know if it's a note or a map or what. It's just a folded up parchment, right? So I don't know what it is yet.
Yeah, it's a bundle of papers.
Watch it be like, meet me here at 8:30.
Well, all right. So yeah, we're looking at the stuff now.
Okay. So looking over it, it kind of tells you essentially to go to a a storefront in the Crown District called the House of Bamboo. It is operated by a warlord named Takahashi, and you are given directions to ask for.
You said Crown District?
Yes.
Okay. And the name of the place was what now?
House of Bamboo.
House of Bamboo. Is that on your revised map? Because you haven't really posted that yet.
It is. Yeah, I do need to export that. Thank you. I forgot.
So, this place is probably closed.
Yeah, maybe we should just wait until the morning and go there.
Actually, Guile, do you sleep?
No. Oh, sorry.
You are a human!
The mask falls off, revealing it was just a human in full body armor the whole time.
So, I mean, he may be. Who knows? I mean, what else are we going to do for the rest of the nights?
Like, maybe we
We
should
could always drink with.
The
I
Elmira.
don't
We
want to
could,
do that.
yeah, we could just party, you know,
I
chill.
do not want to do that either.
Like Norman's out of House Venti.
What
That's usually a good party venue.
You want to do one day? You don't want to do anything.
I mean, I've been doing something that I wanted to do for the last 4 hours, so.
We could just
Anyways,
all get wasted and then sleep and then wake up in the morning and not be so nocturnal.
We don't have to get wasted for that, Ari.
I'm sorry.
Continuing on, it says that whenever you get there and you speak to Takahashi, you were to ask for wyvern's tail, slow roasted, and ginger and mint sauce.
Oh my god, somebody write this down.
With a glass of Quillen wine.
Quillen
Elmira's
wine?
drunk. She's not gonna remember.
Wait.
So what was that again? Slow roasted wyvern tail.
In ginger and mint sauce
Okay.
with a glass of Quillen wine.
How do I spell Quillen? It's written in front of me, so I should be able to see.
Quillin.
Got it. So ILLIN.
Yeah.
So wyvern tail, slow roasted in ginger and mint sauce with Quillen wine.
Yeah, with a glass of Quillen wine.
A glass of Quillen wine. Okay.
Just imagine myself
and it
pulling out the
says to
parchment.
drink-
It's just like,
It
give me
says-
that.
It says to speak the phrase exactly like that.
No.
All right.
Well, in the bird toad, we have this piece of paper, and we could just recite it. So.
Mm-hmm.
All
Exactly.
right.
It's just a line. I mean, it's easy to recite.
So we're going to the House of Bamboo.
Are we getting more wine?
Elmira. Oh.
Yeah, hell yeah, we are, girl.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh lordy.
Can I come back
All
to
I heard
Uthane
was
with you?
Let's just go in the morning, because, like, it's kind of weird
Do
going
you
there in the
think?
dead of night.
Alright, God, I don't know what else to do. Are we really just gonna waste another day doing nothing?
I mean, we could go check. He doesn't. If he's legal, he doesn't sleep.
I will go check with you, and I'm gonna
All right.
stand up and walk out the door.
Are you
I'll go
going
with
to?
you.
Can you stand up and walk out the door? Let's see it. I want to see
don't know
this.
where I'm going.
I will cross my arms and watch Elmira do whatever she's doing.
Come on.
I would like Elmira and Ari to make history checks for me really quick.
Oh, a history check.
Elmira
At disadvantage, maybe? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. But I am proficient, so maybe.
19.
Okay, so yeah, you can't. I mean, you're focused on being drunk.
I'm having
right
a
now.
great time.
But Ari, you remember, you know of this restaurant. You know that nobody knows who owns it. It's just operated by this Warforged. And it's programmed to only speak Elvish. It does not understand any other language. And you know that it's an attempt.
I think half the
It's an
party
attempt to
speaks
prevent
Elvish.
outsiders from enjoying their delicious food. But anybody can place an order by pointing to the menu. You would recognize though that wyvern tail in ginger and mint sauce is not an option on the menu.
Oh, I see.
So,
Is the thing written in Elvish or in Common?
The note is written in Common.
Oh, okay. All right. In that case, that's
None of that extra information is there, but you know
so
it.
all right.
Ari, does this place? Do you know when it's open?
Yeah, I was gonna ask the DM, like, because I relayed that information to the party while with one eye watching what Elmira's doing. And then yeah, I'm gonna relay
Watching
that to
her
the party.
waddle
and,
out the door.
DM, would I know if it's open or when it's open?
Yeah, it's open 24/7.
Oh, it's open. Oh, okay. I wouldn't know that it's open.
It's open. Let's go.
I am not getting these references, but
It's not. I swear on everything I love. It is not a fucking Fallout 4 reference.
Alright.
Is it?
It's a Die Hard reference.
Well, I speak Elvish, so I mean most of it. I'd say half of us must speak Elvish, right?
I think so.
Oh shit. I'm being messaged. Okay.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
Like, it is open 24/7, but do you think we should go there when
I think we can just try to follow up on this note until we can't any further, rather than waste a night.
I think that's a good idea.
If it's 24/7, why not?
all right, well, I suppose not gonna argue with 3 on 1, so let's go.
Did you know that you could purchase the rights to an image of Mika Mifune and George Takahashi during Live Free or Die Hard Tokyo premiere red carpet?
What are
for
you
$199?
saying right now, dude?
Why do you know this?
Why is that
And
information?
why do we care?
I don't know what the Die Hard reference is. I was trying to
Oh.
find any information I could about it.
Oh.
Literally,
And you came
there's
across that?
Yes.
Okay.
there's a fucking noodle stand that John McClane goes to, and the owner only speaks Japanese.
Oh. That's funny.
All right.
I didn't know that.
So I'm taking Elmira by the shoulders, and we're gonna start walking with Ari leading the way, I guess.
I don't
Yeah, because I would know where it
assist,
is.
but
so.
it is greatly appreciated.
All right.
Sure you do. Or sure you don't, rather.
Before we head out, do I still have that syrup?
Oh my god.
No, there's a reason for this time.
Would you have eaten it already?
Some of it. I don't know if I would have had like the whole bottle. I don't know.
Sure. You have a little bit left.
Okay. Can I get some 2 waters to go?
They hand you two like kind of lambskin flasks of water.
Okay, I will add the syrup to it, and I will hand one to Elmira and tell her that it's mead.
That's what?
Mead.
Mead?
Yes.
I drink it, realize it's not mead, and look at him just with a look of betrayal.
I mean, to be fair,
you know what?
when you're really
drunk, so
yeah.
Damn it!
you gotta make an investigation check.
At disadvantage because you're drunk.
I was about to say when you're you're super drunk.
That's water.
Oh, it's sweet water.
You can't tell.
You lost your sense of taste 3 drinks ago.
I'll just quote unquote share a drink with her.
You're drinking it, and it's like it's really sweet. It's not bitter like a lot of meat is, and you're just I don't know what meat actually tastes like.
I don't either.
It's actually pretty sweet.
It's
It's a honey
actually very
sponge.
sweet, yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, it's really sweet. So you're like, damn, this is some good fucking meat.
Thank you. I will enjoy this to the fullest, and I just start drinking more.
Oh god.
We're gonna hydrate her one way or the other.
So it does have an odd texture to it, but you know you're drinking it. You're having a good time.
I don't care.
So it's gonna take about an hour and a half for you to get to House of Bamboo.
God damn. It's a big town.
Balasar is a big place.
Do I sober up a little bit?
Yeah, make a constitution check. Make a check.
Oh, this is probably not any better.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Come on.
No, you're still really drunk.
Oh, okay.
The syrup water has given you a slight tummy ache, though.
Oh god.
Ooh. Well, to
I was
ignore
trying
the
to
pain,
help.
I'm just gonna sing a random shanty.
Jesus.
Okay.
I'm waiting. Sing it.
No.
Oh, well, then don't.
I'm gonna try to harmonize with her and then realize like it's gonna be like fuck that. I can let her sing on her own.
How about
Problem
the
is that the only
rain?
song that came to mind was a song from. I'm not doing it.
From where?
Game of Thrones.
Oh.
Jenny of Old Stones was the only thing that popped into my head. That's not a shanty.
Heave a boy to heave away. Way, hey, roll and go. The anchors on board and the sails are on to be Rollick and Randy. You said sea shanty. We're starting the sea shanty.
Man, we gotta get to the nearest ocean immediately.
To throw Elmira in it? Oh, I've got Groovy like
Yes.
super muted.
All right.
All right.
I don't want to know what scene I'm thinking of. I promise you don't.
All
So
right.
we go.
So after about an hour and a half, you manage to make your way to the House of Bamboo. It looks like from the outside, it looks like the Ichiraku ramen stand from Naruto, but with the with elven architecture instead. You do see light come from the fabric that's kind of hanging up. So they appear to be open.
Oh, are we gonna eat?
Would I have been there before? I feel like I might have.
Probably not. You might have once or twice, but of your own volition, probably.
Yeah,
Have I ever been here on a date?
This is an extremely high-end restaurant.
And definitely not.
Yeah. It's mostly reserved for those who are extremely wealthy.
It was kind of
Got
nice in
it.
I've
here.
probably been there on a date.
To put things into perspective, your family would have to work an entire week to afford one meal for one person.
I don't know if I can afford this.
It's all right.
It's
We
okay.
got you.
We're not here to eat something. Unfortunately, their food is really good.
Don't,
We just gotta ask the ladies.
the less you
They're
explain, the better in this situation. We'll let her know what's up when she's better.
You're right. I'm just trying to reassure her a little bit. It's okay, Elmira. Just let us handle it. We're good.
So I guess I'll kind of like tap Ari on the shoulder and we'll kind of shuffle up to the Warforged and order the food or whatever.
Yeah, I'll say my line. I say it first in common and then in Elvish just in case.
So he doesn't respond to you, but he does point toward a doorway in the back.
All right, and then I kind of look at Corin, and then I just like gesture him to follow, and then I go in.
Our friends too. Can they? They're part of this whole ordeal. I'll kind of be talking to the Warforged. I guess in Elvish because he seems to respond to Elvish.
Once again, he just points to the back.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah.
All right, I'll call him over.
I follow.
Yeah, you follow in a zigzag, but you follow.
At this point, I'm just like a drunken.
So in the back, you appear to make your way into a kitchen. You hear, normal noises of the kitchen. There were only 2 patrons in the restaurant.
Okay.
But you do see a few constructs that seem to kind of be moving around the kitchen, preparing food and stuff.
Do you recognize these as Warforged?
So they're not exact. They don't look exactly like what Gaio has made, but they don't look like Warforged. They're something that has been constructed.
Okay.
But I mean, they appear to be made of the same material as the Warforged and as Gaio's little pet.
Cool. All
this
right.
little laser spider.
Snap.
Snap.
One of them, as you see, it's preparing what appears to be a dragon turtle.
Holy shit!
You would probably recognize that. I don't know if the rest of you would.
Who killed that?
What?
What would I recognize?
You'd recognize like what a dragon turtle looks like when it's being prepared.
I'll just be like, ooh,
Just because it's a ritzy food, I guess.
This is where the magic happens. I have damn good food here.
But it notices your entry and then kind of makes its way. They appear to be connected on the ceiling. There are these kind of railways that they travel along on the ceiling as they move around the kitchen, preparing stuff and moving it around. and you see it. It stops preparing the turtle and starts moving in your direction before it comes. It comes to and right in front of you, and um, opens a another kind of drape leading to another room.
Oh, hi.
Mm.
This feels super shady.
Well,
Yeah, I've never been
don't
to this part of the restaurant.
exactly feel on the level, but I mean, we're really kind of.
I would like to roll insight.
Insight into what?
The robots, are they like gonna lead us to our death or something?
You were trying to. Okay, the intention of robots. Cool.
Okay, I roll insight. You're still drunk,
Oh, right.
so
I'm pretty insightful.
they just appear to be constructs doing their job.
All right, all right.
I'm kind of like looking around in some awe. It's like, ooh.
So are you heading into that room?
Yeah, I'll follow up.
Okay. So heading into the room, it's a it's a very nice room. There are a few couches and nice chairs and such, and there are windows. But you see stone wall. They walls that appear similar to the outside of the restaurant. So you can't actually see outside through the window.
Hmm.
So what are you doing?
I suppose I'm looking around and wondering. Are we meeting somebody here, or?
Yeah, I'm also looking around, just like,
Is
is
there a
there
place
anyone
to
else here?
sit?
You said those couches, so.
Yeah, there's like two large, nice-looking couches and about four smaller armchairs.
That
I
might
sit at one of
swallow
the
you as soon as you
couches.
sit
I also
down.
sit on one of the couches.
Yeah, we sit on the
I
couches.
sit right next to Elmira.
Roll a dexterity
Actually,
saving throw. And yeah, I suppose I'm trying to ask the construct, like, if we're meeting somebody, or are we just supposed to wait, or?
So as you after everybody has headed inside, the construct just lets the curtain fall back into place and goes back to what it was doing.
Damn, I cannot get answers tonight.
Yeah, they don't really talk to people.
You could always ask any question for it if you need help.
Yeah, I bet that Elmira has all the answers.
I have a lot of answers.
That only lead to more questions, Elmira.
What's the meaning of life?
So
the meaning of life is to live it to the.
I agree with that.
After a few minutes, some of you find your seats. I'm not sure what the rest of you are doing. If you're just kind of standing around or whatever.
Yeah, I'll be standing up.
I'm gonna offer a seat to Tragos, and we're made.
Why the fuck?
Well, you hear a sound similar to that at which you heard at the prison, and you see that the doorway is closing. It closes pretty quickly. It's not as loud or
like the way we came in,
rough as it was at the prison. No, nobody came in.
I'm going to use mage armor.
Okay. And then after the door closes, after a few seconds, the room starts to descend. You notice through the mirrors that you appear to be going down. So after about 5 minutes of just kind of straight stone, it opens up into a large, vast kind of area. It looks like it's pristine white. It appears to be a large laboratory. You see tubes kind of going around the building, running down the seemingly elevator that you're in. You can see outside of the window on the kind of railway that it's on. You see them there. You see them powering different machines that you can see around. They're carrying some sort of electricity that you can actually see. And Wormbait, give me a perception check.
Oh boy.
I tell you, this is way beyond me.
Wow.
This
17.
electricity that you're seeing that's traveling throughout this place, this lab, it seems to be, looks extremely similar to you. It looks almost exactly like the lightning that you yourself channel. And that's where we're gonna end the session today, guys.
Wait, no, you can't do that.
Wow, we've only been going for like 4 hours, man.
I would like to rage IRL.
That's why I put on mage armor. Don't fucking second guess my mage armor. I got the heebie-jeebies and I knew.
It's only a 4-hour session tonight? Damn.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I got work tomorrow.
Damn, essential employee.
Yeah, be out here in essential.
Yeah, we sacrificial.
Corin, I would like to be sober now.
That's not my fault or my decision. Maybe don't drink the entire cask next time.
I tried to do my part.
Alright. You guys enjoyed?
Yeah, I don't have anything
see
to
you
help
on the
you
next
with that.
one.
Good luck.
Yeah, you're gonna be
Have
feeling
a
it in the
lovely
morning.
day.